Express.
Hello, and welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody who's tuned in nice and early. Big ups to everybody who's watching on the replay. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We are here again for another Koora Pod episode 37. I tried to do it with my hand, but it didn't work. But 37, another episode. We are here for the Friday episode. And listen, we're going to start off this episode. Obviously, we got a lot to speak about. We got to speak about the NØRGAARD deal. We got to speak about Mosquera, whatever you say his name. We got to speak about Eze as a new option for the left wing. Thomas Partey leaving. There's so much to sink our teeth into. This will be a primarily Arsenal. It's going to be an Arsenal discussion. I'll be completely real with you guys because so much shit has happened over the last few days. So we're going to be speaking a lot about transfers, probably bitching about it because that's all we can do at this point. We can just complain because stuff's not happening in the positions that we want them. But listen, we're going to get to that. But we need to start this stream off. We need to start this stream off in a special way. Now, me and Souls were speaking in the group chat. Do you know what I mean? Just discussing howlers that have happened on the Koora pod, yeah? And there is a certain howler that we need, yeah? We need a certain man by the name of Ashraf, yeah?
He will never say my bad, by the way. He will never say my bad.
And he needs to apologize for discrediting
never do it.
Our hand of Arsenal because this fraud sat here on laughing in my face saying, "Oh, I want people who are journalists who actually show their face and don't hide."
And not only that, sad. And not only that, do you know what else he said? He said, "Oh, I don't believe people like Hand of Ozil and Hand of Abdullah and Hand of this," and jokes about his name. Insulted
Abdullah, but
no, whatever. He insulted the man's name, insulted his channel, insulted his credibility.
He doesn't have a name. That's not his name.
No. His Twitter user handle, which everyone knows him by, you insulted that, and you insulted his credibility, and you insulted his knowledge, and said that, and you spent multiple streams talking about hand of what, right? Just for him to publicly embarrass you by David Ornstein and Fabrizio coming out and saying, no. David Ornstein and Fabrizio both came out and said, as reported by Hand of Arsenal. So now you have to speak and say that you are wrong. Go on. Or how are you going to spin this? Go on.
Before I speak, wallahi, because Saad told you this before the stream started. Wallahi, bro, your face freezes every 2 seconds. Fix your internet.
That's fine. Don't divert. Answer the question.
Okay, second thing. No, I don't divert.
He's like a politician, bro. You ask him about one thing, he's talking about two things on the other side.
Exactly. He thinks he's smart.
Politicians' answers.
Guys. For starters, I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong about something if I am wrong. Unlike you guys, because you guys work on agendas. I think Saad has been on Al Ahwa for too long that he's been trained on it. The reality is, I still don't trust him as a reliable source unless Fabrizio or David Ornstein back it up. Does he have sources? I guess
they both trusted him.
They used him as a source.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they went to use.
Okay, you guys can go ahead. When you guys are done, let me know. I'll come.
But he sourced him. He used him as a source.
Bro, David Ornstein went to him for the news, bro. That's as good as the sources can be, bro.
Exactly, and that's my point. That unless Fabrizio or David Ornstein quote him, I wouldn't believe. But yeah, look, he obviously, I don't know if we are getting Mosquera, but clearly he broke the news. So he does definitely have sources. I still wouldn't trust him with the big calls like Sesko, Kerkez, all these things. I'd still trust the other journalists more just because they're more reliable. They have a better track record. But yeah, fair enough. He clearly does have sources and he got the Mosquera thing right. I know we haven't signed him yet, but it doesn't matter. He still did break the news first. And he was quoted. But yeah.
Well, listen, big up to Ash, a man of his word, because he
I don't care about banter and agenda. Wallah, I don't.
And then he's backtracked. And don't disrespect me like that. I backtracked when I was wrong about the what was the situation that I got wrong? Which one's the one that I got wrong? And I said actually I was thinking
which
about
ones?
We
start a list.
The second
Sad,
I backtracked on that, and then I said, you know what? I'm actually thinking about that completely wrong.
I'm not gonna start
I
this
mean,
now.
Sad,
There's at least 10.
in your case, we have like 100 examples, so I don't think.
Yeah,
we need-
exactly.
No,
So
no,
I
no,
don't want us to be here.
hold on. When have I back? No, don't mistake backtracking embarrassingly and just doing it with my chest. Do you know what I mean? Where I understand that I was wrong and I actually admit, because about 99 of those examples are me not admitting I was wrong. It's just, you know what? It is where it is. For the sake of the people, I'm just gonna say that I was wrong, just to keep everybody
For the
happy.
sake of the people.
Sometimes you have to put yourself in the firing line instead of hurting the rest of the public. You know what I mean? I am the shield that protects the public. Do you know what I mean? So it is
Wait,
what
since we like playing this game, because maybe we can call out someone else, not in the panel,
watch.
right? Right? Ali with so many howlers, howler Ash. Ali, are you gonna admit now that you had a howler with Isak? We have the money to get him. We will spend the money to get him. He wants to join us. He wants to Ash, you fraud. Speak about it. David Ornstein, the same guy who backed up handoff Arsenal, said it's not happening. Said 150 just starts the conversation. Doesn't even get to the player. It just starts the conversation. He doesn't lure. It's still on. Listen to this.
Ash, you don't understand. This is the thing, Ash. I don't think you've dealt with Liverpool fans enough, yeah, to understand that as soon as you say, "Oh, look," but David Ornstein said this. This is when they turn and they say, "David Ornstein is not a credible source for Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's actually Paul Joyce. If Paul Joyce says it, then it's a thing." This is what they do. Liverpool fans will say, "Oh my God, look, David Ornstein is saying this. David Ornstein is saying that," and as soon as he says something bad. No, you gotta go to Paul Joyce, bro. Why are you quoting David Ornstein to us, bro? The guy doesn't even say anything on Liverpool. It's all Paul Joyce, bro. He's our David Ornstein. So I'm like, you know what? I give up with Liverpool fans. They want to. Look, it's Paul Joyce. It's Paul Joyce. I'm telling you, they transitioned to Paul Joyce, bro, and that's the guy. So you know what I mean? It is. But listen, here's the thing, yeah. Now we've got to speak because we jokes aside and all this aside. We have to speak because I'll be real. I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet, as per usual and as per expected. I expected to see people peddling out the PR and the positivity for the NØRGAARD signing and saying, "Oh, why are you guys so angry? Did you expect us to spend 60 plus M's on a player to be the Jorginho replacement?" No. I didn't actually. The money that I expected you to spend 60 million on was actually the party replacement, not the Jorginho replacement, the party replacement. Because party is leaving. What? All of a sudden we're just gonna use Rice at the 6 and then use him at the 8. Do you want this guy to be stripped to his bare bones, bro, and played like Saka? Like, bro, this is what fans say. Like, and this is the thing. Fans don't understand is you're going to end up with that Rice situation. You're going to end up in the same situation you were with Saka. Why are we not resting him? Why are we not resting Rice? Because he's fucking covering 2 different positions and playing to his bare bones. When we play low teams, he's going to play. When we play high teams and big teams, he's going to play. When we play freaking cup games, he's probably going to play because he'll play a captain's role. Like
all of this, all of this is copium. All of these Arsenal fans that are saying, "Oh, it was a Jorginho replacement party." If NØRGAARD was a Jorginho replacement, why did we offer £200,000 a week to Thomas Partey to keep him at the club? He obviously wasn't a Jorginho replacement. What happened was, and here's what I think happened, obviously Partey came out in an interview, I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter, and he spoke about his relationship with Andrea Berta, and him and Andrea Berta have had issues in the past when it comes to Atletico Madrid, and he didn't want to give Partey's agent 10%, and that's why he chose to leave to go to Arsenal, and this is that. I don't know if you guys seen that, have you?
Yeah, I've heard.
If you've seen it. So yes. I already knew when Berta came in, there was going to be a bit of a rocky relationship between them two. But where my issue is this, I haven't got any personal attachments to Thomas Partey or any player at the club, right? I support Arsenal. The problem I have is that you've let go of probably the second best midfielder, probably our best midfielder last season, one of the best midfielders in the league last season. You've let him go. He's a starting midfielder, starts for most top clubs, and he's a starting DM in the Premier League. You've let go of a starting DM in the Premier League who you offered a contract to, so you wanted to keep, and you replaced him with a downgrade. He's a downgrade on Thomas Partey, doesn't start for a title challenging team, and you have to pay £10 million for him and pay about £4 or £5 million over the 2 years for his contract. So you end up paying more for NØRGAARD when you calculate the transfer fee and the salary than you would have keeping Partey. So just because a player is smart business, it doesn't make it a smart signing. It is smart business in terms of the cost, but it's not a smart signing in terms of what we need. It's an absolutely disastrous signing. It makes no sense. And now the issue you've got now is that Zubimendi has to come in and be good straight away. We have a tough round of fixtures in our first 5-6 games, and if Zubimendi has a tough start to the league, which is highly likely, what happens then? What happens then? Then we have to play NØRGAARD, and if we start NØRGAARD, Rice, and Odegaard, that's a shocking midfield. It's nowhere near good enough to be able to win top games against Newcastle away, Liverpool away, and these games that we've got coming up. So ultimately, you've put yourself in a worse position. Our midfield's now worse. With him there. And what angers me the most about this situation is that NØRGAARD were having to pay £10 million for. If NØRGAARD was a free transfer and he wanted 50k a week, I'd understand it because Partey was 200 and maybe they want to cut costs. Even then I'd be upset, but I'd be saying fuck Tim Lewis. But still, to pay £10 million plus having to pay a salary when you've got one of the best DMs in the league at your club, you don't have to pay him any money to sign him. Please, can any logical Arsenal fan explain to me how that is good business from Arsenal? And furthermore on that, people are saying Thomas Partey had one injury-free season and he made mistakes last season. Anybody who watched Arsenal knows that Partey was good for us last season. Whenever he played in midfield, he was very good, very progressive, one of our most progressive players. Every time we struggled in midfield, it's when Partey wasn't playing. When Partey was moved to right back, when Partey missed the second leg for PSG, all of these things. When we lost against PSG, when we lost against PSG in the second leg, all them same Arsenal fans that were saying, first leg, all the Arsenal fans that were saying, oh, we should get rid of Partey, at that time they were saying, oh, we didn't have Thomas Partey in midfield. Oh, so you know how bad it was without him, but now you're happy he's gone. And honestly, I think we're all going to agree here, but I want to hear you guys' opinions on it. But it's stupid. It's absolutely silly. For all
I have to agree with the fake Slim Shady right here. He's been pivotal for us. You know, he's been very pivotal for our. He's been very, very pivotal for Arsenal in terms of last season, and it's a big, big loss and a big void to fill. And I think going from Thomas Partey, Jorginho to Zubimendi and NØRGAARD, it's a big downgrade. I don't know how we will cope with that, and especially this season where we're competing in 4 fronts and 4 competitions. I wouldn't even play this NØRGAARD in the cups. I don't know the guy, to be honest. I haven't really watched him, and I've looked into his numbers. His numbers are just like any regular DM you would find in the Premier League. And plus the age profile is quite similar to Partey, so which tells me that the board triggered this transfer just as a panic trigger, basically, because they lost Partey, so he was aligned in the pipeline. Say, okay, if we lose Partey, this is the player we're going to sign. Just fill the gap in terms of numbers, but not in actual quality. So I agree with the Souls here. It's an awful business so far from Arsenal this summer.
Before I go to Ash, before I go to you, because I think we have to go to T, because T is a big advocate of Thomas Partey. He's this. I know this is hurting T way more than anybody else here right now.
I mean, it's not hurting. It's not hurting in a way that it's my favorite player, but
it's still. Do you know what I mean?
It's everybody, man. I put him as a.
If I'm enraged, if I'm enraged and I'm fucking like fuming right now, I don't know how you feel, innit? You know what I mean? But I'm fuming.
Well, for me, it's very simple. It's you pay 11 million to NØRGAARD, and I heard that it's even more. I heard that it's like 12, 13 even with add-ons. I was like, bro, why don't you give the money that you invest in NØRGAARD? That's gonna give you maybe 1, maybe 2 decent average years. Why don't you give that money to Partey's race? You know what I'm saying? You already offered him 200. Just give him that a few 10,000 10,000 more, and then you would have kept him. You know what I'm saying? It's just very stupid to me that just because we have a party replacement that we need to sell party.
I think it
Why
was
don't we
with
just
10% to the agent.
10% to the agent?
Mm.
With what?
I mean that's what Thomas Partey stated in his interview, that Arsenal were reluctant to pay the 10% for the agent, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's very simple. 80% of what I wanted to say, Sol's already said, basically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying about us needing party, and then people doing the whole revisionism and saying, "Oh, we can sell him." You know what I'm saying? Oh, not like he was important to us, not like he's literally been our best midfielder last season. And I've been saying this: a fit Thomas Partey is still a top 3 DM in this Premier League. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple.
Agreed. Agreed.
Even at 32 years of age, I would have gave him the raise. You know what I'm saying? And instead of investing the money to an average player like NØRGAARD, who is 1 year younger than him, so not only on paper is he worse, on the eye he's also way worse. You know what I'm saying? So we basically got a way worse player. And for me, Jorginho was even a better footballer than him. NØRGAARD can tackle, sure, better than Jorginho. He can also head the ball. But for me, on the ball, Jorginho is better. So it's not like one of those situations where, this is a clear and obvious upgrade on Jorginho. That's not the case. Like Sol said, we now need to put all our eggs into the Zubimendi basket and expect this guy to perform and get used to the league straight away. Like Rodri. Remember Rodri when he came to the Premier League? What people said to him? They say, "Oh, this is the guy we replaced Fernandinho with." You know what I'm saying? Who knows how the adaptation period is going to be for Zubimendi, and if it's going to take that one season. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's from a team standpoint, it's very stupid. I feel like egos came in play, and I feel like this signing didn't happen because of egos, because of two very different perspectives. Partey thinking that he's still here, and I want to earn also like I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And we are thinking him. We are seeing him as a guy that we want to phase out of this team. And Partey was like, "Oh, okay. If you don't want to pay me, I'm gone." You know what I'm saying? Because I am not that type of guy that is like El Neni that's gonna sit on the bench and you know what I'm saying and earn bread. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's a very stupid business decision from us to downgrade him to NØRGAARD. I personally don't like NØRGAARD. I feel like he's one of those very forgettable players in a team. He's just there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he is someone that catches your eye from time to time. No, it's just literally a random player that you get on pro clubs if you don't have teammates. You know what I'm saying? One of those players, bro. One of those random players that you get in your team. So yeah, it's literally, bro. Sad. Wallahi, bro. This guy actually, I see him as that, bro.
Don't
So
you guys
for me,
feel like Arteta is fixated on DMs, or it's just me?
and that's where I was. That's where I was going, Sammy.
as well.
That's where I was going, Sammy. Also, and this is my final point, and I'll finish off by saying this.
Yeah.
This is another Arteta target, by the way. This is not someone that Berta eyed and said, "Oh, this is what I want."
I
Arteta
don't
said,
care
"This is
less
what-"
was target, man. This target is shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So we get another. We are still getting his demands. Is what I'm trying to say.
So you're saying
Like,
Berta
what are we doing?
green-lighted this? If this is what was
No,
Arteta?
no. This is an Arteta signing. So basically, if Arteta says, "Oh, I want this guy," he gets him, and that's what's going
Both
on
of them. I think it's an Arteta signing, and I think the arrogance of Berta needs to be spoken about a bit as well.
No, but
Because
no, but listen. Every report when this signing was made did not mention Berta once, and they all mentioned Arteta.
But he's our sporting
no,
director.
But no, hold on,
I think-
hold on. I said, hold on.
Okay. Well, either way, I don't care. Go
DK,
ahead.
I
Ashraf.
agree with you.
No, I don't care.
DK.
Yalla.
No, DK, I agree with you that NØRGAARD was an Arteta signing. I'm saying Partey's contract, Partey is not agreeing with Partey not staying. Would you agree that a lot of that is on Berta and his
Yeah,
already documented
But
relationship with
if
Partey?
you listen to what I said these are two big egos going head to head and clashing
I
with
agree.
each other. You have Partey's ego who thinks he's there and wants to earn like he is there, and you have Berta who wants to phase him out of this club. You know what I'm saying? Within a few years. So
yeah.
two different perspectives, and they just didn't agree because Party still. Because let's be real, guys. Talent-wise, Party can still start for almost anyone. Yeah, but it's his age that's the problem. At the end of the day, that's why we didn't want to give him the big bucks at 32 because you're not Mohamed Salah level. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? He can earn that kind of money when he is that age, not you. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? But if you wanted to invest on someone, I still would have given him that raise instead of paying the money to NØRGAARD. But that's just my thing.
No, 100%. Ash, I've been waiting for a long time. I think I know the direction you're going to go in, so I'm interested to hear what you got to say regarding the whole situation. Party leaving, NØRGAARD signing.
No,
I mean,
Ashraf is mourning Gittens still. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean he is doing that on the side as well. Yeah, a little tear just dropping on his cheek like right now. Go on, Ash, chat to us, man. Chat to us.
Yeah, you know, I start some comments because it's so crazy to see how we have flip-flops in our fan base that go a bit mad. So the first one is Partey is 32, his legs are gone, 0 recovery pace. Zubimendi is better, both defensively and with line-breaking passes. Don't let the small frame fool you. Ah, okay.
No, so Zubimendi being better could be correct.
Wait. Soul, stop.
You just started, bro.
Stop. Yes, clearly Zubimendi is better than Partey. Clearly Zubimendi is better than Partey. Line-breaking passes, you say, right? Oh, damn. Partey has better long pass accuracy, better pass accuracy, more chances created, more through balls per game, but better line-breaking passes. Partey also takes on a bit more. Not only takes on a bit more, he's much better in take on. 72%. He also said 0 recovery pace, and yet Partey has more ball recoveries per game. In a harder league, right? Loses possession less per game. Wins more ground duels, wins more duels overall. Stop sucking off the damn club. It's okay for us to say
what's funny,
this was a damn mistake.
NØRGAARD has quite good numbers that I've checked personally with Partey, especially when it comes to the defensive attributes. It's silly.
But it's the reason I'm comparing these two is because both their teams, Arsenal and Real Sociedad, average the 4th most possession in their leagues. So it's actually a fair comparison because they both play in teams where they're the 4th best in their league at dominating possession. I mean, we don't really dominate possession. We're like 56%, they're 53%. So it's not really dominating, but compared to the other teams, we're 4th. So stop lying to yourselves. Zubimendi is an amazing signing. We've been rejoicing and celebrating having Thomas Partey and Zubimendi in the team. I was being asked on most channel and Hassam's and all the other channels I've been in, I think even in the Koora pod. Let me just close this damn thing. Where they were saying, how will you fit Partey and Zubimendi in? And we're like, that's how the best teams have done it. That's how the best teams have done it. You have the squad depth. Anyone's lying and saying, well, NØRGAARD is actually their Jorginho replacement and Zubimendi is the Partey replacement, is just lying to themselves because we agreed with Zubimendi more than a month ago, according to all the top journalists.
Since January.
By
the way, Ash, sorry, Richard, I just seen your comment. You do realize you could make a video of Rodri, a 7-minute video of mistakes that he might make.
Rodri, I can make a video of Messi looking like a horrendous player for 10 minutes, and that's the goal of football.
Listen, can I say
that's
one
the
thing?
goal of football.
And this is the biggest problem of our fan base, and this is the reason why people rate Sesko.
Exactly.
This is the reason why people rate Sesko, bro. Oh, 7-minute compilations? Okay, if that's what you're going in, instead of watching games, actually, that's all on you. We cannot.
No, and listen, look at this.
I cannot take you seriously if you watch compilations and base your, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, and look at the scrap.
Never mind.
Partey in transition was a big liability. Again, look at his numbers compared to Zubimendi. He's 32, allegedly. Yeah. So now let's go trash our player because he's leaving. Let's go make it seem like, he never was good enough, to be honest. Anyways.
No. So
Partey was an injury-prone player, so let's stop pretending that he was top. Well, he played 35 Premier League games last season. And he played 33 Premier League, 33 games. in the 22-23 season. Yes, he had a bad injury last year, or the 23-24 season, I understand. But in 2 of the last 3 seasons, he was there for 90% of the Premier League games. It's ridiculous for people to say that crap.
No, but he's been here for
Partey-
longer.
sorry,
He's been here for longer than 3 seasons, though.
That doesn't matter, but the last 3 seasons is where he's picked up. By that logic, Jesus should be shipped off. By that logic,
Oh,
Tomiyasu
he
should be shipped off.
Of course, they
Kai
should.
Havertz, while playing, is worse than Thomas Partey. So I'd
Yeah,
rather
and
keep an injury-prone Thomas Partey and let go of Kai Havertz, who, by
And
the way,
even-
will fetch me more money anyways.
Yeah, and even
Sorry.
if
So it's the last thing.
Thomas-
The last thing I want to say on the money, because people keep saying everyone wants to turn into accountants. And by the way, I'm not one of those guys who says money doesn't matter. I understand, yes, the club, the ones that make decisions, should look at the money aspect as well. But the reality is, it all depends on what our target is. If our target is to compete for the league this season and win it against Liverpool and City, we're not going up against United and Chelsea. We're going up against Liverpool and City, right? So we have to have a better team than them, or at least a team that's on their level. If you think about it that way, NØRGAARD is costing us, let's say 10 million. Let's say that's a reported price. And then another 4 or 5 million a year on his wages. He's costing us 15 to 16, 17 million anyways for the next 2 seasons. I would much rather spend that 26 million, assuming Thomas Partey is asking for 250 for 2 years. That comes to 26 million. Damn, it's so cold. I need to swap the damn AC here. That's 26 million over the next 2 seasons, which is around 10 million. That's around 10 million more than what we're paying NØRGAARD over the next 2 years. Are you guys telling me NØRGAARD Partey is not 10 million better than NØRGAARD in the next over the next 2 seasons?
Yeah,
he's
and
a tier or 2 tiers above NØRGAARD.
And
That's
not only
mental.
that, not only that, and I'm not saying he hasn't had bad.
And this stop this crap. Ash, what happened against PSG though? What happened
Yeah,
with
I've
Saka
already-
in the
yeah,
last
yeah.
in the end of the season? Are we gonna start calling Saka
Yeah.
out?
Yeah,
What
look,
happened
look,
with
guys.
Saliba when he gave the ball away to Real Madrid? Are we gonna
Well,
call
guys,
Saliba out?
What happened to your
guys,
captain the whole season?
Do you know what?
happened to your
You guys
captain
are
the whole
doing? You know
season,
what
exactly.
Arsenal fans are doing now? Arsenal fans are trying to find reasons to justify the poor decisions done by the club. These are all
Sucking
just
off the club. That's what they are. They
These
suck
are
off the
no,
club.
it's not even that. It's just they're trying to justify it. That's what people do when they have a love for something and they refuse to admit that that person's wrong. They try and find justifications why they've done certain things. So you'll pick out every little small mistake. Ultimately, even if what you're saying is correct, even if last season was Partey's only good season and all the other seasons before that he was injured, I can only base a player on his last 12 months. And Partey last season was very good. Fit, available, and clearly one of our best midfielders. You do not offer him. If he was always going, I'd say okay, Ashraf. But it's not about that. We offered him a contract. We wanted to keep him. So you can't hide behind he was always going to go. We offered him a contract. We wanted to keep him, and we knew his value. And then we backtracked on that, and we said we're not going to renew his contract, and then sign a worse player. NØRGAARD is a downgrade. NØRGAARD is not as good as Partey, and he will never be as good as Partey.
By the way, we downgraded our midfield, but we're also going to downgrade our defense if we buy Mosquera and replace Kivior with him. It's not like he's much. It's not like he's much better than Kivior, guys. Let's be real.
Yeah, but watch how everyone suddenly becomes expert in like, oh yeah, but he's talented, he's so good, he's amazing. By the way, you guys
know what I'm hearing? He's a ball-playing defender. Whoa,
bro,
the perfect Saliba backup.
You know how you guys call me a Barcelona fanboy? Like, you guys know I watch Barcelona every week. I watch Barcelona every week, and I've only watched this guy play 3 times. I think I've watched him against Madrid when they won 2-1, against Barcelona when they got slapped 5-0, against Barcelona when they lost 2-1. He was available as well, and there was a 7-1 game against Barcelona as well. Although he might have not played that game, I could be wrong. And I'm telling you guys, those 2-3 games are not enough for me to say he's good or he's bad. I cannot make a judgment on watching a player just 2-3 games. But all these armchair experts are going to come out pretending like they've watched him for 2-3 seasons and they know exactly who he is and they know how good he is. No, you don't know shit about him. Don't pretend like you know who he is.
Let me just quickly go on this, because this is stuff that pisses me off. Yeah, Big Akhil, who says you guys are behaving as if the team is built around Thomas Partey. So Akhil, here's the thing, because clearly you have amnesia and you have short-term memory loss, long-term, I don't know what you have, short-term memory loss, yeah? So you're forgetting what's happening. Every time Thomas Partey is injured, every time Thomas Partey is missing from that midfield, what happens? The midfield collapses. There's nobody to do the line-breaking passes. NØRGAARD looks worse. These other players look worse. Thomas Partey is what that midfield is built around. You have to have that core in your DM, bro. You have to have that core in your DM. If you don't, then you're done. Then you're done. Like, this is a problem. This is a massive problem. And I'm sorry, Richard, if you're saying it's a negative channel.
Yeah, good riddance. Good riddance, bro. We'll see you end of the season, yeah? End of the season, when we don't lift shit, yeah? You better come back to the channel and apologize and say, hey, you know what, you guys were right.
No, but by the way,
grown-ass man crying about other people's opinions, bro.
I'll be completely honest with you.
Don't let the door hit you.
Some of us are very, very. We're balanced fans.
Don't let the door hit you.
We're not negative, bro. We're not negative. We're balanced fans because there's times where people have even come in and told us that we're way too positive. And
No. But hold on, but don't lie.
Ash gets freaking comments in the freaking things before, like when we were doing Sardex Ash, he'd get comments in the freaking thing saying, "Oh, you just suck off everything the club does." But it's not about that, bro.
It's
about
it's called an Arteta glazer.
No. But it's sad. To be honest, obviously there's a lot.
There's only one glazer, Ashraf.
There's a lot of.
now.
Yeah, it's fine. TK is on me. I already know what's going on. Here. We'll leave it to the end for that. Listen,
why for that?
Why for
listen,
that?
What I'm saying is, let's not lie to ourselves right now. Yeah, there's a lot of negativity surrounding the club. Everything that I say about the club right now is negative because our recruitment's poor. We're not signing the right targets. Everything's going wrong. But I would probably still say over the course of the last 6 months, maybe it has been a very negative channel in terms of every time we jump on the streams, we're talking about how bad Arteta is, how bad Tim Lewis is, how bad the owners are.
Because things are bad. That's how it works.
No, exactly. So right now it is a negative channel. Don't say it's like Sad's trying to cover up with I don't think I'm the only person that I think has ever said
it's not a negative channel. It's a channel that speaks realistically. That's
the only time. The only time, Sad, I heard the channel being positive is after the Real Madrid games. And
because you weren't here, you weren't here when we were going on that 16 out of 18 games run. We were all celebrating. We were all praising the club when we were winning games. So like, guys, we can win the league.
Literally, you should have been here last year because, listen, you should have been here last year because I was holding the most smoke out of everyone because I was obviously the most negative one, but we went on a crazy run and challenged until the end, you know what I'm saying, until we made that Aston Villa slip up. But it was a whole different vibe, bro. We can only go off by what the club is doing. And now, right now, they're doing stupidity. You cannot convince me that we are going to challenge, with someone like NØRGAARD as a backup, bro. Instead of... bro, you don't rate NØRGAARD. I don't rate NØRGAARD. Nobody rates NØRGAARD on this panel.
And by my requirement saying that if Arteta doesn't win a Prem or a Champs next year, he needs to. I'm going to say Arteta out.
Yeah,
I may as well already write it down now and say Arteta out because judging by the recruitment and how it's going, if we end this window with Sesko and with the signing already, we're definitely going to finish third. It's a cemented third place position or below. So wait,
I need to answer this guy. He's like, oh, my opinion is based on pragmatism. So in this scenario, okay, I get being upset, but we didn't lift anything with him in the team. Okay, wait, stop, Souls, please. I don't want banter in this show. Okay, I get being upset, but we didn't lift anything with him in the team. Okay, we didn't lift anything with Saka. Saka, get out. We didn't lift anything with Saliba, leave. Gabriel, we didn't lift anything with him. Gabriel should leave. What is this stupid argument, Sakshay? What are you saying? He wasn't the reason why we didn't lift things.
Hey, but they never have this energy with the manager, though.
Yeah, have the manager with the manager. Do you want the manager out? Do you want Saliba out? Do you want Gabriel out? Do you want Saka out? Because Saka, up until 23-24, he used to have stinkers towards the end of the season. I used to get stick from T and Saad for criticizing him and saying he's not shown up in 6, 7, 8 games. Lots of players have been doing. Odegaard has been shit last season.
Good times.
So let's get rid of Odegaard as well.
We called him an agenda merchant.
That was good times, Rock. I love.
What are you guys doing? Stop saying this weird ass shit. Because Partey, he says, but he missed most of the important games. So he didn't miss the important games last season against Liverpool at home when we drew 2-2. He was one of our best players playing out of position as a right back, and he locked up Luis Diaz, and he was doing his job on the ball as well. He showed up against Man City and scored the goal that gave us the lead when we slashed him 5-1. There are many games where he showed up in big games. Stop lying.
I
We're
think
doing revisionism now because he's gone, and I promise you
And,
this.
and
I
by the way,
promise you,
if Partey was not,
if Saliba signs a contract tomorrow with Real Madrid, I promise you we're going to come out. We're going to bring the compilation of his goal that he gave away to
and
Vinicius
one more
Junior
thing,
and the
one
goal
more
he gave
thing.
away to Mateta. Why
One
you
more thing.
guys?
If Partey was not important for this team and for this midfield, why were people saying, "Oh, just watch until Partey is back in the second game against PSG. Now we're gonna make the comeback, remontada." We've seen that. We've seen that shit, bro. If Partey was not important to this team, why were people gassing him like he was Neymar in the
Yeah.
return game against PSG?
It's mad.
Yeah, and
It's
just
mad.
I was as well.
and just to follow up on Saad's
And-
point as well,
There
Saad
you
said that the channel is not negative, but in Saad's group chat that he created, by the way, shout out Hooks left the group chat because of too much negativity.
When did
Wait,
Hooks
he
leave?
did?
Hooks didn't
He
leave.
didn't.
Yeah, Hooks has
Bro,
left
he's
the group chat.
waffling, bro.
He left
No,
weeks
you're
ago.
lying, bro.
Hooks left weeks ago.
Nah,
he
you're
didn't.
lying, bro.
He did. Check the group chat, and he
I've
said to
never
me he
even
left
checked it. And
because
how does that matter?
he
Though?
said he
How
said
does that
because
matter?
he said because us lot, including others that are in the chat, not only us, but it's too negative. We're always criticizing signings, we're criticizing the manager, we're criticizing the club.
Oh my God!
Oh, he
Bro,
he
people
actually
need
left,
to
yeah.
shut up. People
No,
need to
he's
shut
right
up
though.
with this
He's
crap.
right. I
He's
agree
not
with him.
right. If things
You
are
have to
bad,
give, you have to
you're
give
calling
people.
it
You have
out.
to give people a chance.
A chance for what? We're criticizing what's happening right now. We're not saying it's gonna end bad. I don't know how it's gonna end. Maybe it'll end amazing. Maybe it doesn't. We're talking about what's happened so far. What's happened so far is we've degraded our midfield. We've downgraded our midfield by Jorginho leaving and Partey leaving. If Zubimendi, I was praising what we have done so far when Zubimendi was coming in. I said Zubimendi coming in and Jorginho leaving, we have upgraded our midfield tremendously because Zubimendi is not a squad player. He's someone who comes and pushes the starting 11.
Listen,
Saying this,
I'll be
oh,
real.
it's negative.
I'll be real.
What?
I'll be real. Yeah. The thing is, yeah, to hear, you're saying stuff like if you guys had brought in, if you had brought in one big attacking signing already, you guys wouldn't be having this meltdown right now.
No, that's
We
BS.
would. We would, and I'll tell you why we would. Because I can see when my club is, if we bought in Kerkez right now, I'd still be having this meltdown. The reason why is because you're fixing one part of the pitch, but then you're
And
messing
creating a
up
problem
on
somewhere
another part of the
else.
pitch. The other part of the pitch is getting in the same problem that we had last time, where we're gonna start having lack of DMs. What happens when Rice? Imagine now if Rice and Zubimendi are injured for like a span of a month,
Which is very probable, by the way.
Imagine
Don't
if
say
that
it's not.
happens. Imagine if that happens. Do you know what midfield I've got going into games? I've got
Mikel
left eight,
Merino.
I've got Mikel Merino and Kai Havertz at left eight. I've got in the DM. Who have I got?
NØRGAARD.
NØRGAARD.
And maybe Miles Lewis-Skelly if he wants to play him there. And then,
You
like,
won't.
bro, how can you not sit there and just be like, "Yo, what's going on, bro?" Because we're done.
You know what? I've understood. I've understood where the disconnect happens. I understand why some people don't have the level of anger that we have with these kind of things. The reality is, wait, can I ask you? I'll ask you guys before, because maybe it's just me. Saad, what are your expectations from the club this coming season? What do you want them to do?
Sorry.
Just quickly, what do you want Arsenal to do in this coming season? What are your expectations from them?
To win the league or win major
TK, what's your expectation from Arsenal this coming season? You're on mute, by the way, T. You're on mute.
Realistically, nothing is going to happen, but
Yeah, but what do you
yes,
expect,
but
or what do you want to happen?
Obviously, win the league. Yeah.
Sami, is it the same for you?
Yeah.
Souls, is it the same for you? Win the league or Champions League?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree here. Anything less than that is considered massive failure, correct?
Yeah.
Under Arteta, yes.
So everything we're saying about building the team is towards that goal. If you're telling me next season our aim is to finish top 4, wallahi, I'm not upset. I think our team will easily get top 4 next season. The current team, without any more signings, right? You have to understand we're going up against Liverpool and City, so you have to compare your team to theirs. We already have an inferior manager to both those teams, right? Even though I think he's a good manager, I don't think he's good enough to win us the league or Champions League, but he's not a bad manager. But he's not as good as Slot. He's not as good as Pep. Imagine having an inferior manager and an inferior squad. That's why I'm upset. I said it on another podcast where I was like, if we get Rodrigo and Gyökeres and keep Partey, I think we have the best squad in the league. and they were laughing and stuff like that. But for me, I said I do think we have the best squad in the league if we get those two players, and I think that's good because for us to have the edge over Liverpool and City, because we don't have a manager as good as theirs, we need to be better than them in terms of squad. We're not better than them in terms of squad. We're only better than them defensively right now. That's it. Midfield and attack, we're inferior to both teams. That's a fact. We're inferior to both teams. And that's why we're all pissed off here, saying, what the hell are we doing? Why are we screwing the team up?
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I'll be real, man. We're in a situation where we're leaving ourselves short again, leaving ourselves in a position where if we get injuries, people are gonna start. I already see it, man. I already see it. Said this stuff at the start of last season. I'll say it again, bro. If we don't get good squad in, if we don't get the right squad players in, we are in trouble we are in a situation where we could easily lose one or two players and be in the mud, bro. Like we're sitting here looking at our midfield, like what happened to our great midfield, which is now filled with these guys that can't even string 5 passes together between them. Like it's crazy. But listen, speaking about Mosquera or Mosquera,
Mosquito.
yeah, Mosquito, whatever.
You want to do the super chat first, yeah, Habibi?
Oh yes. Sorry, I completely forgot about them. Actually, big up to Aaron for the super chat, absolute legend. Saying hit the like button, everyone, please, guys.
Big up, Aaron.
Like we got 60 people in here right now, man. We got 60 people in here, man. Can we get W's in the chat for Aaron? Firstly, can we get W's in the chat for Aaron? Absolute legend. Let me just put it in there right now. Quick W's. Everybody spam W's in the chat for Aaron right now, man. Spam and W's in the chat for Aaron right now, people. And big up to Capo in the building. Look at it with his hat, bro. Like, I swear, Capo's the best. Saying upgraded Jorginho to downgrade Party. Norg is a unit.
Yeah,
I think he's a very above average midfielder. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be real. I don't think he's got the physicality. I don't think he's got that physicality of Thomas Partey, which I sit here and I stress again.
He doesn't have the physicality. He doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the pace.
But my main thing,
underestimate Partey's pace.
But my main thing for the argument that I made is that I value that physicality that Partey has highly, bro. There's only a few players that are able to have that kind of physicality and handle that shoulder to shoulder battle and just shrug players off like that. He's one of those players, bro. So we have to get somebody who's similar to that or similar build or somebody like that, bro, who can do something like that. But we're letting him go.
By the way, Sami's not here, but I don't know why Sami earlier said that
big up to
Christian that NØRGAARD is better than Partey in somebody's stats. I just checked them. I'll show you guys here.
I checked the Premier League website. If you check like the last,
but if you do it per 90 and you look at last season, he's barely better than him in some stats. So he's better than him in the air.
No, it was not per 90. The one I looked at was overall in the Premier League, which, by the way, they're like 8 games away from each other for the entirety of the Premier League.
Why are you looking at per 90, Ashraf? Can you change it to all games so we can see if it makes any
Why
difference?
would I change all games? Because they didn't play the same number of games.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see if it changes anything. So I want to see if it justifies Sami's point.
For me, it gives me like
if you do total, it's still around the same.
No, it's still Partey's got.
Exactly,
no, but he's looking at
anyways,
24, 25.
But Sami.
Yeah, but I have to look at last season because I'm comparing.
But Sami, this is what I don't like about what Ashraf's doing here. I feel like Ashraf's now trying to prove that NØRGAARD is a bad player. We're not trying to. Everyone knows Partey's better. You don't have to have stats to prove that. What I'm saying is, I don't think any fans are out there.
Habibi, I was just rebuttaling back because Sami earlier said he checked the stats and saw that NØRGAARD is better than Partey.
I did, but in average.
Okay, fair, but I'm saying based on last season, they're not even close. They're not even close based on last season. And I can only compare them based on their last season because I'm not getting NØRGAARD from 5 years ago. I'm getting NØRGAARD from...
Check the Premier League website where they compare 2 players and put NØRGAARD and put Partey, you will see. The numbers, like the passing, for example, it will be Partey, and all the offensive aspects will be Partey because of the way that Arsenal are playing possession-based football. But NØRGAARD...
Did you do it per 90 or total?
No total. So I just wanted to see the average.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, then
okay.
obviously NØRGAARD will be better because he's played more games than Party. If you take
No,
total. You have to take
actually,
90.
eight games difference. I think they're almost the
8
same
games
number.
is massive difference. 8 games is a big difference.
No, but the number is huge, like 180 versus 170. If I'm not, like, man, just go check it on
That-
another.
That literally explains the 8 games, Sami. You could have 3 tackles, 4
Dude,
tackles per game.
no, it does not, dude. The games are huge, like 100 plus games. We're not talking about 20 games versus 12 games. You know what I mean? So it will not really impact the average of the stats overall.
Sami, if you play 200 games and I play 185 games, 190 games, let's go by your logic, and you do
Mhm.
totals, unless I am superior to you by far, meaning I'm averaging 7 tackles a game and you're averaging 2 tackles a game, which is not what's happening, right? If the difference between us is only
it's
0.5,
it's across 4 years. You know, it's not like it's about one
even
season.
then, it's always good to look
yeah.
at per 90 because that gives you actual
Anyways,
data.
anyways,
Yeah,
It's
but
not
even
very
though
similar
P90
to
gives
that.
you accurate data, P90 also hides players that have bad injury records. Availability is a stat for me.
Anyways, what I'm saying is
that
that his numbers are not really that impressive. That I'm shouting it out as a good signing. He's a very average DM in a team that is playing defensive football, pragmatic football compared to Arsenal, which is possession based. So I don't think he suits also the system.
But guys, I have a
So,
question for all of
from
you.
the
You guys
numbers. I
think-
haven't watched the player
let me
really
just-
close
let me
enough
just
to
take
Yeah,
tell you.
but
Chat.
And guys,
aside,
we
do you
need to
think
stop
Let me
Norgard-
because
give
you
you
need to
a
stop
super
this thing
chat.
of you need to stop this thing of you're making this player seem bad. We're basically saying he's not good enough for Arsenal. Every
okay, so
professional
he's
player
not good
playing in
enough
the
for
Premier League is a
Arsenal.
good player.
And I
Not
said
good
that
enough
before
for
you.
Arsenal,
Okay,
though.
and I said that before you did. The question I have
So then
for
why are
is,
you saying why am I making him
No,
seem
no.
like he's bad?
because it's because you're trying to like look at specific stats to try and prove a point that everyone knows. That's what I said.
I know I'm
Ultimately-
looking at all stats, not specific.
Okay.
Don't
So
do
do you
that.
think Norgard? You guys think Norgard is an upgrade on Jorginho? Just that as a simple question.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
I don't know. I don't
No.
know. I genuinely don't know.
I do think he is because he's young guys. Do you know what I mean?
Young, he's 30. Okay.
How old was Jorginho? Jorginho was 34 when he or 35 or some shit. Crazy like that.
He was 35, really?
How old
Jorginho
was he?
Jorginho is no. Listen, Jorginho is 33. He's 2 years older.
Look, Sad's going to search it, bro. TK just searched it. Why are you verifying?
Yeah,
like
I don't
he's
know
like-
why Saad is doing that. Literally, it's 33.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tryan
Yeah,
said,
exactly.
would you rather
Exactly, yeah. Shut your mouth.
Admit you're wrong.
Yeah, no.
Admit you're wrong.
Stop the show. Stop the show. Tryan, I'm so sorry. We'll come back to your super chat. Apologize to T and say you were wrong, Saad. Yalla. Since you like doing this crap, yeah? Come on. Apologize to T. Why are you double
Yeah,
checking
listen,
his
guys,
stats?
man. Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
not wrong.
listen, I was wrong.
Timmy.
No, I was wrong. No, I do think it's an upgrade, but actually,
Based on what, by the way?
I don't think.
Yeah,
it's an
based on
upgrade.
what?
If it was based on the age, I thought he was mad young or younger. I thought Jorginho was like 35, 36.
I am 31, and I can say I consider 31 very young, but for very different reasons than football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but in football, what we're talking about, we're not talking about regular age, Habibi. We're talking about football, where once you're
Why
past
does that
33,
matter?
like.
Why
Because
does
I
it
think-
matter
I
when
think
he's
you have-
not coming in to
I think-
replace Jorginho? He's coming in to replace
Sad
Party.
But I
was
think you have-
serious,
He's coming
Sorry?
to replace Party, not Jorginho.
No, I said when Ashraf said that, you just like you got bare serious. You went straight into like ready to tackle Ashraf's point. Listen, I think he's a slight upgrade on Jorginho only because
Can we all agree on this? By the way,
Mm.
that
He's
if
not
you
coming
want
in
to
to replace Jorginho.
if you want to replace Party, does it mean that you have to sell Party per se,
Correct.
or do you can you relegate him, for example?
No. I think we should have kept him in all scenarios. And even if you want to replace him, you have to let him go. Okay, but TK, here's a question for you. If Partey would have stayed and Zubimendi and Partey both stayed, who do you think would have started more games in the Premier League season?
At the beginning, Party, and then we slowly build up towards Zubimendi.
And what if Zubimendi had a great start and he just like came in for 1 or 2 games and played really well? Do you think Arteta had the arrogance to
Then he
stop
gets his
Partey?
spot earlier.
Party
Yeah.
would still
Yeah.
have games, bro. Party would
Yeah, I
still
know,
have
but
games.
there'll be.
I mean,
but there'll be
listen.
dominating.
I think you guys are getting me wrong. You guys are acting like I'm a fan of Party, like I've been a fan of Trossard. I'm not. I just think he fits the system. One of the best top 3 out of everyone in this team. Arteta, he fits Arteta's system top 3 out of everyone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. And losing that,
Talk about the let's not even
losing,
talk about the Trossard situation, bro.
yeah, of course. But losing someone like that who could have helped Zubimendi get used to the team, get used to the system, used to the league. You know what I'm saying? Now we lose him, and now we start him straight away, and he has nothing to go by. He just needs to play his football, and we need to hope that it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? At least with Partey, we could have phased him out and phased Zubimendi in and make him so he can get used to the league and stuff, bro. That's my whole point. I'm thinking about the team, bro. I'm not thinking about Partey as an individual. I couldn't care less, bro. Wallah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
let's super
Boston,
chat.
please,
There you are, man.
please, we need to stop saying this garbage. Zubimendi was confirmed and announced by all the major journalists before Partey's contract talks were fallen down. In fact, a month ago, was it Fabrizio who reported that Partey's talks are going well and they're looking to keep him? This was after we confirmed Zubimendi. Stop lying or stop deluding yourself. Zubimendi is not the Partey replacement. We were losing Jorginho, which was confirmed from Jan, and we agreed with Zubimendi also from Jan. Partey's replacement is NØRGAARD. That's what it is. Because NØRGAARD is only being signed now because Partey is leaving. If Partey stays, NØRGAARD is not being signed. So how is he the Jorginho replacement?
To be honest, they've said no. Actually, they did say that this NØRGAARD coming in is not the Partey replacement. They said,
who said that? Who?
Relax, I'll get you the freaking guy now, bro. Who said it? Relax.
Bro, get me the guy. Let me go. Let me do a hand of Arsenal on him as well. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. No, but I think I saw a report. Apparently, they were saying that this doesn't have anything to do with the Partey deal, whether Partey leaves or stays. Sad, do
you believe it? Wallahi, answer honestly. Do you believe that? Do you believe if Partey was staying, we would have linked? Do you believe if Partey was staying, we would have signed NØRGAARD? How come the links with him only started?
Absolutely not.
How come the links with him only showed up after Partey confirmed he's leaving? Or after the reporters confirmed Partey's leaving?
It's triggered by the Partey leaving.
Exactly. Don't be deluded, guys. We confirmed Zubimendi, and while we confirmed Zubimendi, Fabrizio reported that Partey's talks are going well. So we were planning to keep both. Christian NØRGAARD only came in as a... And by the way, I could be wrong, but wallahi on my life, I remember seeing something like Ornstein saying Arsenal moving to Christian NØRGAARD after Partey talks fall. Wait 1 second. I'm actually going to bring it up right now. There it is. I have David Ornstein bookmarked. NØRGAARD.
But I think that's quite obvious. That's quite obvious that he's a replacement for Partey. I mean,
there you go. Arsenal exploring the. This is David Ornstein. Yeah, Arsenal exploring deal to sign Christian NØRGAARD from Brentford. Arsenal's proposal for 31-year-old midfielder, 11 million, and waiting Brentford reply. Denmark international contracted until June 2027, but keen among options amid potential Partey exit. This is David Ornstein direct tweet.
He's a Partey replacement, and even Fabrizio
Stop lying.
And even Fabrizio said, as per Partey's departure, they're signing NØRGAARD because of Partey's departure. So he's a direct.
Did he say that as well, Fabrizio?
Yeah. Check Fabrizio's tweet when at the same time where he announced it with David Ornstein. He said Partey will leave.
I didn't know Fabrizio said that as well. To be
honest. On YouTube. Go on his YouTube, and I'll send you the video now. Where he was talking about the transfer, and he's saying, after the contract broke down, they needed to replace Partey, and they've gone for NØRGAARD.
Well, there you go. If Fabrizio said it as well, so why are you guys coming up with your own crap?
No, I'm trying to find the tweet.
Check his YouTube. Check Fabrizio's YouTube channel.
Sad. We just referenced the top 2 journalists in world football. No matter who you bring up, it's not compare.
Wait, who did you say? Who did you reference?
Fabrizio and Ornstein.
And David
we literally quoted.
Did Ornstein say he's replacing Partey?
He did. His first tweet. I just read it out.
Okay. So whatever I was looking for doesn't matter then. Okay.
Yeah. He literally tweeted.
If David Ornstein said it, then he's replacing Partey. I thought that there was because I saw a tweet from Doc, who's like an aggregator, bro, who like puts out something, but
I know who you're
thought-
talking about. I know who you're talking about that,
But he-
that guy. Yeah, but Ash, if Partey is an NØRGAARD replacement, so if NØRGAARD Partey replacement, who do you think Zubimendi was supposed to be a Jorginho replacement?
Oh wait, another one. I found your thing, Souls. Fabrizio 2 days ago. Christian NØRGAARD to Arsenal. Here we go. Agreement done. Club to club after 11 million proposal sent today. Blah blah blah. Personal terms also agreed. New midfielder to replace Thomas Partey.
Yeah, no.
This is
I said
Fabrizio's
that.
direct tweet.
Yeah,
so Souls
so
was actually.
done.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. Don't argue anymore.
But then Ash,
Fabrizio
but then Ash, was Zubimendi a Jorginho replacement?
No,
I think he was an upgrade on
no,
Jorginho, not
no,
be
I
on the
think-
bench
I
to compete for
I
starting
think
spots.
Partey is supposed to be on the bench instead
Exactly.
of Jorginho. But
Exactly.
him leaving now triggered that we need somebody on the bench, I think, and that's where NØRGAARD comes in the picture. But anyways, it's a shit
let's-
transfer,
let's-
for me. I mean,
Let me just read this last super chat. Big up to Hassan, of course. Look at this. Big up to Hassan.
They got
Um,
Don
Sam, we didn't
Sam.
sign him. Valencia rejected the offer anyways. They rejected
would-
the bid.
Would have rather have MLS as the 6 backup. I'm assuming that is, and a new left back, to be honest, rather than having
No.
What's
You don't
his
fix
guy's
I
it, you
name?
don't
heavily
fix-
disagree on
NØRGAARD.
this.
Yeah, I heavily disagree because you don't fix what isn't broken. MLS has shown that he can play left back, and he's been performing there. He's got into a
Exactly.
goal. He's got into a Golden Boy top 5 based on a season at left back. You don't fix what isn't broken, right? If we did, it would have been worse actually if we didn't sign if we didn't sign NØRGAARD, and just Arteta came out with this whole plan to put MLS in the 6 as to why we don't need to replace Partey, and then we don't sign any left back at all. So no, it was shocking. But anyway, guys, we're trying to look for reasons to defend the club, the manager, the sporting director. There is
we're
no
not,
defense.
Souls, and I'm glad you jumped out of this wagon where you're defending
No.
Arsenal's board.
No.
and Arsenal's,
I've always
manager
I
and all
said
that.
from the start. I said a couple of weeks ago. I'm upset about our recruitment. I'm very upset about our recruitment. And that's
Speaking,
on our side.
speaking of which, yeah, tell me.
No. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna discuss?
No, I was gonna, look at Eze. Is it a good?
Yes, that's what I was gonna look at as well.
Yeah, man.
Perfect.
Eze
We're on the
sign-
same. We're on the same
Okay,
mindset.
Sad.
Yeah,
Before we
great
talk about
minds
Eze,
think alike.
Sad. Before we talk about Eze,
Yeah,
wait, Sad. Before we talk about Eze, pronounce his first name.
Eberechi.
Fez.
Why?
You wanted to
Not
get
difficult. What a-
You know what? I've
What were
had
you
so
hoping
many
he'd say?
people- I've had so many people on YouTube butcher his first name. You said
What
it
say
perfect.
Eberici?
Yeah.
Brother, they hear this guy. They hear these
Oh,
man say it
I
on.
should have asked Ashraf to say it. Ashraf would have butchered it. I
Bro,
know he
they-
would have butchered
Wait. I am, bruh. I know my Nigerian names so well. Don't
No,
try
I
that
know,
with
but
me. He's
you've got,
Nigerian
like-
originally, right?
it. Yeah.
He's Nigerian originally, right? Yeah, bro. Don't try that with me. I
Let
have.
me double check.
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he's Nigerian originally. I know like Damila Damilola and Ogumbo Dede and
He's
Akifenwa.
Nigerian.
He is. I remember people said he's Nigerian. I remember.
But
yeah.
but I'll be real on this one, yeah, because obviously big up Sammy, great minds think alike. I don't want Eze for the left wing, bro. I don't think he's a left winger, bro. I think Eze should come in as the one to challenge NØRGAARD, and whoever's better out of them two takes that spot for the 10.
Nah.
I feel like that's where I feel like that's where
Sad. What's available in the market right now? Let's assume Rodrigo's available for 90 mil. 77 mil. That's what's reported. Let's say Liao is available for 70 mil. And let's say Eze is available for 60 mil installment, 3 years, 20 mil each season. Which one you will go with?
Rodrigo.
obviously.
Every day of the week. I don't care who you
Serious
put in there. Unless you bring me Lionel Andreas Messi, I'm picking Rodrigo.
I wouldn't even take Messi right now. No.
Nah,
The reason,
he's
but
crazy.
Sammy, you know,
I'd
Mateus
take
Cunha-
Messi right now, bro.
No, but
He'd give
Sammy,
you.
but Sammy, you know Mateus Cunha. I wanted him at Arsenal, and even though I wanted Cunha at Arsenal, and I could say that he could do a job on the left, so I have to be consistent. Rodrigo is definitely first choice, but the way I'm looking at it right now, if we're being honest, let's stop this. This person's linked with Arsenal. Fuck all that. Nico Williams is not coming. Okay, Lookman is not coming. There's no solid links. Okay, Barcola's just renewed a new contract at PSG, so Barcola's staying. Okay, so realistically, our only options left now that I can see that are realistic, and I mean realistic options, are Semenyo and Eze. Basically, I can't
Why
see who else.
why you cannot see Rodrigo based on
Because,
the
look,
World Cup where he's not playing?
I know, but he's posting. Look, he's posting tweets saying he's with him in a Madrid top, saying he loves Madrid.
Forget about what he posts.
No. I know, but
Even the big
it's-
journos, bro. Even the big journos are saying without at this point it doesn't look possible without Rodrigo literally going to the Real Madrid board
Transfer
saying I
request.
want to leave. Like they're even I think what's his name said that Fabrizio Romano said without him going to the board, it doesn't look like Rodrigo is gonna leave because they won't get rid of him. So that's the way he's gonna leave, bro. If he goes there and says to them, "Yo, like you're not playing me, I want to leave now," do a transfer request. If he gets a transfer request done, then that deal becomes active, and I think
I think he will never do that. He will never submit his transfer request for reasons that is contractual, because I think he will miss out on a lot of bonuses. So that's why a transfer request is not on the table for him. But eventually, I think Arsenal can persuade him with the current project, with the money as well that they can offer. They can offer the 300k that he wants. So I think it's a much better option than Eze. Speaking of, because the value is almost close. We're talking about 17 million difference in terms of transfer fees, but of course the salary is a huge difference. But the player is worth it. You know, that's the thing. It's
the
worth
levels are completely different, bro.
Obviously, I 100% agree with you, and that's the type of signings that Arsenal have to look into. Those kind of signings that you know. And I'm sure every single one of us in this panel, if we sign Rodrigo, nobody will guess he will flop or anything. We think that he's gonna succeed in this club. We think that he will play very well under Arteta. So, man, it's upsetting also seeing that Arsenal are downgrading even in their options, and they gaslighting us up during January transfer market that this summer Arsenal will do the deed. Arsenal will get over the line, sign good players, and we haven't seen that so far, and it's really frustrating to see.
You know, you know what? Here's the thing for me, yeah. When I look at this situation with the whole Eze at left wing and stuff like that, and I don't like the fact that we're dropping from target to target. I hate that fact that I'm hearing this news about if we can't find an agreement between Sesko and Gyökeres, we might pivot. They love to use the word pivot. We might pivot over to Ollie Watkins and see what's going on with that transfer. I'm like, brother, if we get Ollie Watkins, bro, I'm gonna do unspeakable things on this app. I'm gonna be on YouTube like a madman, so just screaming at cameras because there's no way on God's green I am gonna be here as a sane person watching Ollie Watkins as my striker when I could have gone and gotten Gyökeres just because these men want to save bucks. Brother, spend the money, you fucking cucks. You sat there, yeah, for fucking a year and a half on your fucking ass doing fuck all, mate, yeah? You sat there on January doing fuck all. You told us, we don't want to spend the money now. We're investing and we're going to go big on a striker. Go fucking big. Ollie Watkins is not big. Ollie Watkins is fuck all, mate. Might as well put Marino up front. He'll do the same fucking job as fucking Ollie Watkins. Probably do a bit better if you put Marino up front. Like, brother, if you don't get Isak, the next best thing after Isak is Gyökeres at this moment in time. You don't get Gyökeres, fine. Okay, I'm going to be upset about it. I'm going to be angry about it, but fuck it. Get Sesko. If you don't get Sesko and you get Ollie Watkins, this is not even code red. This is like shut the club down, because how are we missing out on multiple targets and we're like on the 10th option, bro? The bit that was at the bottom of the bin, and we're sitting there trying to grab this Ollie Watkins, brother, who's done. I couldn't care if this guy supports Arsenal. I couldn't care if his freaking mum supports Arsenal. I couldn't care if his nan supports Arsenal. I don't give a fuck. Bro, get me someone who can do the job at top level, world class. Osimhen is a perfect option. I would love for us to go and get Osimhen. But unfortunately, Arteta too shook to speak to the guy, and they don't want to pay him 12 mil. So we can't do it. Like, I'll be real, man. I'm getting sick and tired of how we're just dropping from option to option to option. Like, we need to go and we need to get something. Like, listen, I'm gonna start going crazy. So we need to go and get Rodrigo. If we can't get Rodrigo, unfortunately, we're gonna have to get Eze at the left wing. I personally don't want him for the left wing. I don't think Eze can do the left wing role. I don't even think Semenyo can do the left wing role. Even though I said I'll take him as an option. If you don't get Rodrigo, you go for Ademola Lookman. He's there. It's a fucking alley-oop. They've thrown you an alley-oop. Now dunk the fucker in the fucking basket. It's not that fucking hard, bro. Lookman is there. He's the club. He wants to leave the club. Go and fucking get him. It's just that simple. We're not in a place where we can be like, oh well, we don't logistically and financially. If you look at the records and you look at the financial PSR, brother, every single big fucking journalist has said we are in the green, so far in the green that we don't need to worry. We could spend 300 mil, 400 mil, and we'd be fine for PSR for the next 3 years. So these man better fix up, better fucking spend the money, yeah? I need these players in for the 19th of January when we fuck off on pre-season. If they're not there by 19th of July, brother, there's choice fucking words for these fuckers. Because I'll be on Andrea Berta, I'll be on Mikel. I'm already on Mikel to that fucker. I'm already on him. I'll be on fucking Andrea Berta's ass. I'll be on fucking Richard Garlick, who's I already think is a prick. I'm gonna be on Tim Lewis. I already think he's a prick anyway, so I'm already on him. And the rest of these mugs. And Josh Kroenke. Because bro, I'll be on you, man. This is the window that you man told me, wait, we're gonna go hard on this. And I'm already seeing fucking fans in the fan base sitting there peddling stuff saying, oh my god, now it feels like a transfer window because we're looking to sign NØRGAARD, Kepa, and Mosquera. The fuck is going on, man? The state of the club, bro, it stinks. It stinks, bro, that we're sitting there and we're acting like it feels like a transfer window now. Relax, we're not doing big deals. This is shit. We're bringing in like, bro, it's minuscule, bro. It's minuscule compared to the shit that we should be doing, bro. Attack needs work. Attack needs world-class talent, bro.
Also compared to the other clubs,
season, bro. I'm not going into next season the way this season was, where I'm sitting there thinking, oh my god, who am I going to play at striker? And God knows who is going to play on the left wing, and are they going to score a goal or not? Or are you going to miss like 50 chances, brother? I'm starting to get pissed off, lads. Somebody talk, man, because I need to breathe.
yeah, man, I think you hit the nail on the head with all these points. Arsenal are not moving as expected from all the fans. Having those kind of signings don't really send a message to the fans that we're really taking the next season seriously, that we want to go for the big trophies like the Premier League and the Champions League. Having NØRGAARD and Kepa are not the caliber of type of signings that will take you over the line, in my opinion. But I'm hoping that Arsenal can get a striker and a left winger before the preseason. Does anybody know when the preseason will start for Arsenal?
19th of July. They
19th
fly
of
out
July.
to Hong Kong, I think.
Okay. So according to Vater here, is saying Arsenal will be active on the 1st of July. You don't even believe that, Vater, yourself. I mean, we've been chasing our targets for quite some times, and I don't know.
He's saying that because of the fact that the wage bill and the payment that we need to do for Rice and Raya and them, man, you know what I'm saying? After the 1st of July, we can start spending
Oh, so
again.
saying that will reset the financial year. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's what he's talking about.
I don't
I'm
think it
sick of
really
this
that
financial
matters.
year bullshit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
man. Look
actually
at
sick of it.
City. Look at Liverpool. They conducted the business early, and you know, some people argue for City that they did it because of the World Cup, that they wanted the new signings. But look at Liverpool; they're not in the World Cup, and they got their signings early over the line. I mean, they got Verts, they got Frimpong, they got Kerkez. They actually, you know, secured the positions they acquire for next season. Where Arsenal are just hovering over the same story over. Is it Kerkez? Is it Sesko? Is it this? Is it that? And we're trying to, negotiate few millions here and there. But at the end, you need to get your players as soon as possible. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm not
Can I
really
say
feeling
one thing?
confident with Arsenal
Sammy,
this
can I
season.
say one thing? The
Yeah.
reaction that we this is why I don't understand. Yeah, the reaction that we get from Souls, where he's sitting on here practically spitting on his screen and spitting on the mic because this guy is like screaming about this whole situation. That's somebody who believes and sticks to his word, saying this is the last year. You need to get this year right. Half of these fans don't look like they mean it when they told me at the end of this season. I had to sit there and listen to people tell me, like, bro, this is it. I'm giving them one more year. They don't sound like it. They don't have the urgency. As soon as we're getting rid of Party and this shit, Souls is on fucking streams screaming, saying, yo, it's a disgrace, it's an embarrassment, it's this, da-di-da-di-da. Whether these man are sitting out here doing fucking tactical breakdowns of NØRGAARD and showing how he's gonna fit in the Arteta system, bro. What the fuck is all that about, bro? It doesn't make sense. Sorry, I need to shut up, man, because I'm gonna go mad, bro. I'm gonna go mad, man.
I'll leave the mic for T.
Yeah, T or Ash or Souls, bro. Somebody speak, man, please.
I mean, you're just repeating what I've said 2 years ago, last year. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Like bro, you know what I'm saying? It's like I've been here, done that, bro. You're not telling me something new. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what Saad is saying, I've been saying last year, and I've been saying the year before, but because we were challenging, this wasn't seen as a problem. And I always said I like to prevent things instead of fixing them, because preventing means that it doesn't go wrong in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
So I assume you're
Fixing it-
vibing this season, right?
Bro, I'm on a full 100% vibe session this season, bro. I've started my channel. I'm doing streams now. I'm just doing vibe alongs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do watch alongs. I'm not gonna do serious conversations.
I'm
Because
gonna hop
peop-
into one of those.
bro. People already know what I think. People already know what I've been preaching for the last 2 years. I've been jumping on multiple channels saying this. You know what I'm saying? But people always reacted in a way of, because I was the minority, that it was weird to say those things. You know what I'm saying? But now slowly my side is getting the majority, including someone like Souls, who is the biggest Arteta fanboy. You know what I'm saying? If I have Souls,
Oh, he flipped on him.
if I have Souls literally repeating everything I say on different channels, you know there is a problem with this club at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been preaching this like it's for the last 2 years now, and now people are slowly coming to this side. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is to those people who backed this bullshit unconditionally, stay there. You know what I'm saying? Well, because when this ship sinks with your manager, you can sink with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about you, Souls, specifically, by the way. Just to clear that up.
No, I get
I'm
you.
not talking about you.
Bro.
But I'm talking about literally the biggest fanboys of this guy that back this club unconditionally, post NØRGAARD compilations. Like this guy has any compilation worthy highlights whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? The first 4 things that I've seen from the first compilation that I've seen across in Twitter were 4 headers. And I thought, okay, now I know why we bought it. Literally, the first 4 actions that I saw were 4 headers. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, no, of course Arteta wants it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like I said, bro, I'm not going to repeat myself like I do every year. You guys know what I think. I hate this board. I hate everything about this board. The biggest CV that we have in this board is Andrea Berta. And I feel like we are, and bro, all I'm saying is this is speculation. Yeah, this is not facts. This is just me giving my opinion. Yeah. I feel like Tim Lewis and them men are literally telling Berta what to do instead of letting him do what he does best. You know what I'm saying? Us buying NØRGAARD, us going for Sesko, these are not Berta targets, bro. That's all I have to say. These are not Berta targets.
Yeah, look. I agree. Look, I agree.
And for let me finish by saying this, because I'm not gonna keep repeating myself the whole stream. But at the end of the day, We are on this panel. We can disagree. We can have different opinions about anyone about this club, but there's one thing that we all have all an agreement with, and that is that Tim Lewis and Richard Garlick should have been sacked yesterday. They should have left together with Vinay Venkatesham, who's now at Spurs. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They should have left with him. And the fact that Tim Lewis is one of the people that lowballed Watkins in January and said, "Oh, I don't see him above being a 40 million player," when we clearly were in a striker crisis in the first place. You know what I'm saying? We are in a crisis, and you're thinking about a 10 million, 15 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
actually. So for me and for everyone on this panel, Tim Lewis, Richard Garlick, you two are the biggest problems at this club, because if you were not there, if you guys didn't make stupid decisions by giving Arteta all this power and giving Berta this limited power that he has right now, we weren't in this situation in the first place. Gyökeres would have been an Arsenal player today if that was not the case. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So
Look,
go ahead.
yeah. Look, obviously, I haven't spoken in a while. I agree with most of what TK said. Obviously, the bit at the end about Berta and Arteta, I do agree. Arteta has too much power. Who's like the only thing I know for a fact is that obviously Gyökeres is more on Berta and Arteta wants Sesko. And if we get Sesko, you've given the power all to Arteta. So that one I agree with. In terms of all the other signings and NØRGAARD, I don't know what the discussions are, what the plans are. So I'm not going to speculate on that. Either way,
Fabrizio said Arteta got his target, so that's what I'm going by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. But obviously, Fabrizio also said that Nico Williams has been our main target for 2 years, and then now he's gone to Barca. So I don't know what the fuck's going on in that club. Arteta's to blame. Berta, I think, is not doing a great job so far. Right? He's already lost our best DM in contract negotiations. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Whether he's got an arrogance issues or I don't know. But I'm not going to judge him too early. Overall, everything that you guys said 100% correct. The recruitment's poor. We always take long to sign players. We have no resale value on any of our players. We struggle to sell players. We struggle to buy players. We are always trying to look for the cheap option. We're always trying to do smart business. We're never trying to get the best player. And Buemo wanted to come to Arsenal. Arsenal didn't want to pay 250k a week for a backup player. Okay, that's fine. Works. Kerkez, other clubs are signing the best players in the best positions. They don't care about money. We're trying to do the whole financial game, and we take so long to sign players. So far, in my opinion, our transfer window has been poor. Our midfield's downgraded. We signed 3 players and we have a worse midfield. Okay, it's just, for me, it makes no sense. We're nowhere closer to getting Gyökeres now. Sesko is back in the talks, and most likely, Sami Mokbel came out on an interview for Lati Firm and said, if everything goes to plan, they will most likely get Sesko. Right, so we're probably going to get Sesko, 80% chance. We're unlikely to get Rodrigo. If we honestly end the window with Sesko, Eze, NØRGAARD, Kepa, and Zubimendi, which is what I think what the realistic window is going to be. If we end the window with that, we've cemented third place. Cemented. Which in turn would mean that I am Arteta out, because I don't feel like we're going to win a Premier or Champs next year with that team. I just don't think it is feasible, because Gyökeres is the wrong option up front. Eze is not the best option in the left. NØRGAARD's a downgrade on Partey.
I think you mean Sesko.
Yeah, sorry.
Right?
Yeah, sorry. Sesko, sorry. Sesko's not the right target. You know what I mean? All of the players that we end up signing, if we sign all of them, is the wrong signing. If Arteta can go with them players and make it into a thing and win a league or a champs, I'll hold my hand up and say, you know what, I was wrong about Arteta's targets. But ultimately, with what City, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if you guys are locked into the Club World Cup, but I am. I'm watching the majority of the games, right? And I watched the City game against Juve yesterday. You know, City now. Wow. I don't want to judge them too early. I don't want to judge them. Yeah. I don't want to judge them too early and say they're going to win everything. But they look really strong now. They look like they're back to their best. Like Juve was solid. Juve played well, but City were just too much for them going forward. Shirky's playing well. Haaland's back on form. They've got a refreshed midfield.
Bro, did you see Tijani Reinders dictate that midfield, bro?
Yeah. They've got literally, but it looks refreshed now. It looks like there's no more like Bernardo Silva and 29, 30-year-olds walking about on the pitch. Now it looks like top quality, a young, refreshed squad. Shirky, Savinho is playing like a new signing. They've got Foden back. They've got Haaland. They've got Shirky. They've got everybody now, right? Please tell me who in our attack now, who now, if we went on based on today, how can we compete with Man City with what you saw yesterday? And we still have Trossard and Martinelli on the left. We can't get rid of any of them. Okay, we've got Jesus still at the club injured. We're most likely going to get a 21-year-old that scored 13 goals last season, and we've just sold our best DM. That's what's happening at Arsenal. We've just sold our best DM. Our main target is going to be a striker that scored 13 league goals, and we've got 2 left wingers that both should leave the club. And we're going to compete with that Man City team they watched yesterday. And Liverpool are announcing signing on signing on signing. They've just bought the best left back in the league. They've just bought one of the most up-and-coming young right-backs in the world. They've just bought one of the best 10s in the world. And they're still going for a striker. And they're going for the right targets. They're going for the best players. We're comparing Norgard and Partey's defensive stats.
Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine? Let's just live in the let's just live in the world of hypotheticals, yeah, for a second. Can you imagine if Liverpool actually go and get Isak? Bro, do you know what I would do, bro?
It's over. I already told Hussam, if they get Isak,
Sad.
the league's wrapped.
You need to understand, even without Isak, we are cooked.
Oh no, 100%. But if they go get Isak and we didn't go and get him, bro, people have got blood on their hands.
Yeah,
we've discussed this. If Isak ever says that if Isak ever says he wants to leave Newcastle, he will be going to Liverpool.
And that's the thing also with this fan base and all those Twitter guys like the Eduardo Pagan guy. You know what I'm saying? That fraud, the literal bot, bro. These guys were at the end of last season. We're talking about how Isak was our dream signing, how this was our dream signing, how that was our dream signing. We've had conversations between each other, and we've even said Wirtz's name, and Ashraf was the first person that said, "Oh, buying Wirtz, that's impossible. That's never gonna happen. Nobody can buy Wirtz unless it's a Super Saiyan 5 team." You know what I'm saying? And then Liverpool went out and bought him for.
We would never get him, to be honest, even if we tried.
But you said he was impossible. He's not available, but he is available clearly. You know what I'm saying? But we've had all of these conversations.
No, I said he was not available to Liverpool. But yeah, I was wrong about that. Obviously, he did join Liverpool.
But long story short, I'm not trying to prove you wrong. I'm just trying to say.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
Back then, and what now people are doing. People are sharing compilations of Sesko who are the same actions that he did that he did for last season for like 5 minutes or something. You know what I'm saying? You find another compilation and it's literally the same highlights because he doesn't have that much highlights, to be fair. And then people are just sharing NØRGAARD
and they're shit. The highlights are shit.
They are shit, and they are sharing NØRGAARD compilations, and the first 4 things that I've seen in that compilation are headers. You know what I'm saying? So all of these people that were just talking about, oh, we're going to get Isak, we're going to get this, we're going to get that, or Rafa Leao, amazing player, blah, 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 blah. And now, because the club are getting these stopgap players, we are guessing these stopgap players. If we were linked with El Neni, people would say, oh, he knows the club, he's Premier League proven, he is experienced, he is at age, so he can help the youngsters in this team. People would say all of these things if we were linked with El Neni today, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest issue of this fan base. And Eduardo Pagan is literally the front runner of all of those frauds.
Thank you. Thank you very much, T, because I was just about to address that. Listen, don't even get me started on this fucking virgin, yeah, that sits in his fucking room. Yeah, he sits in his fucking room and he fucking just, I've never seen a man. He's not a man. Yeah, he has no morals. His word does not matter. His word means nothing. Because a man stands by his word, bro. And he will fight for his word. This guy says one thing. He says one thing about one player. And then as soon as everybody else is praising another player, oh, Eduardo Hagen with a new tweet. Oh, back to the other player. I actually think this guy's my top target. No, this guy's my top target. No, this guy's up to my top target. Motherfucker, you've had 5 top targets in the span of a month and a half. How the fuck do you have 5 top targets in the span of a month and a half, bro? 5! Not 1, not 2, 5 top targets, bro. Like, brother, get a grip, man. Get a grip. Like, these fans, I swear, bro, it stinks, bro. It stinks. I can't stand them, bro. I can't stand them. Sometimes I understand why Lee Gunner just goes off on one, bro. Because some of these guys just chat the most shit on Twitter. Some of these guys, like these big Twitter accounts, yeah. Now, big up my broskies that are on Twitter, yeah, that actually spit the real shit, yeah. But some of these big Twitter accounts on that sit here and just tweet out this positive spin type shit, bro, and this propaganda to just make the club look great for everything that they do, bro. It stinks, bro. Get a fucking grip, man. Go outside and touch some fucking grass, man. Go get yourself a fucking missus, and then you'll realize.
By the way, Saad, speaking about Lee Gunnar, he posted an amazing tweet the other day about Eduardo Pagan, and he was talking about in April. He was talking about Hato, and he said things like Dean Huijsen is a brilliant prospect, but I prefer Jorel Hato. And then he posted a tweet about, oh, Jorel Hato is the ideal fit for Arteta's left back role. And then he posted a whole thread about that. And then we got the whole Mosquera links. And the first tweet that he made about Mosquera was, Christian Mosquera is the choice. Right center back cover for Saliba. The squad is building. I love Hato, but he did not make sense.
Brother, this guy is fucked in the head, bro. He's fucked in the skull, bro.
In the span of 2 months, he went from doing Hato prop because the club was linked with this guy, to now saying Mosquera is the right choice. I love Hato, but he just doesn't fit. But why did you make this whole thread about him fitting Arteta's left back system? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. These fans are the biggest issue of this club, and they are backing everything that this club does. They are doing this whole propaganda machine. You know what I'm saying? And they just eat everything this club throws at them, bro. It's literally the case.
Bro. Honestly, T, I'm so glad that you brought that up, bro. I'm so glad that you brought that up, man, because it needed to be said. Ash, please speak to us, man. If you want to weigh in on the conversation we were just having, you can. I'm pretty sure you have a lot to say about that yourself, because you have been one of the people who have been going on about it as well, regarding the fan base and everything. Everybody just sucking off everything the club does. But thoughts on Eze, thoughts on the left winger, thoughts on the striker that we're just going from target to target, just dropping down in levels in one of the biggest transfer windows we've had in about 2, 3, 4 years, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I tweeted this about Eze yesterday or today. Yesterday, saying that as a 10, he's a fantastic signing. Oh, he obviously comes in, helps the squad. Not just helps the squad, he actually pushes for a starting spot. As a left winger, it's a laughable move by the club, right? And then someone, I forgot his name, commented saying, "Oh, why are you always moaning?" And this is the state of, big up to him, obviously, like he's a fan of the show and he tunes in all the time. But I think I remember I gave you guys an example of, if we sign Jesse Lingard, people will find a way to justify it. It's exactly what's happening with NØRGAARD now. He's obviously not Jesse Lingard bad, but the point is he's not what we need, right? I don't think an Eze, as good as he is definitely not supposed to be coming in as a left winger. He's not a left winger. I would rather have Semenyo over him as a left winger, and I don't think Semenyo is good enough either. I actually also tweeted this thing yesterday. There's another account, another big hostile account, but I don't know if you guys know him. His name is EBL37. Have you guys heard of this? The one with 183,000 followers. Whatever.
I missed it.
Do you know how? Just for context, T said "why" for that in the private chat. It was too funny. I was creasing.
Yeah,
bro, that EBO guy.
Did you say another man is on you, bro. Why for that, bro?
Yeah, well, like why for that?
Why for that?
But you know what, Ash? That guy, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why people listen to this guy like as if he's. Like as if it's Pep or something, or it's Jose Mourinho, it's Arsene Wenger, or Sir Alex Ferguson, or somebody that's in the game, bro. That's had
every time these big fan accounts on Twitter that suck off the club. The same with now.Arsenal, EBL, Eduardo Hagen. There's many of them that will just say shit like any player we're linked with, they'll make it seem like, oh, that's the best player in the world that we can sign. He also tweeted yesterday about, when I looked at the data, one name kept showing up next to Christian Mosquera, William Saliba. Not the same, but not far off either. Blah blah blah. Anyways, he tweeted this, and I quote tweeted it. He's like, Christian, it's crazy. He tweeted this, yeah. He's like, Christian Norgaard is the kind of player you only appreciate once you study him deeply. I did for the last 5 years. What I found might change your view on Arsenal's midfield plan entirely. It's all here, only on, and then he puts in his link. And
Is it crazy? Do you know how many times?
One second.
Continue. Go ahead.
I quote tweeted him, and I posted his tweet from last year. Now, remember, guys, I said last year that when we signed Sterling, because I was also deluded, and I'll admit I was deluded. I said, look, Sterling is an upgrade on Reece Nelson. Not what we need, but he's an upgrade for sure. Turns out he was not an upgrade on Reece Nelson. But anyways, he tweeted this about Sterling last season when we signed him. Sterling has a fierce mentality, guys. He won't accept anything other than fighting his way into Arteta's plans. He did not join to be a squad player. As I said, this signing makes Arsenal more likely to win the title this season. They're going to go toe-to-toe with City. They're going to go toe-to-toe with City. This is what he said last year. You know what you need to do? You have all these accounts.
Fuck, man.
I swear, wallahi, you know what you need to do with all these accounts? Everything they say about these kind of players, take screenshots, and we know it's going to fail eventually. And the moment it fails and they start gassing up another player next season, start posting these pictures a lot. So that every single time they say some shit like that, they become less and less and less and less credible. They honestly have to become less credible. Because for whatever reason, they have 183,000 followers. They'll say some dumb shit and 20,000 sheep will lap it up and be like, oh, yes, NØRGAARD is the midfielder we've always been missing. Eze on the left wing is going to be world class.
But in better news, everyone should lock into Palmeiras against Botafogo today. Starts at 9 p.m. UK time.
Yeah, stop waffling, man.
Just so random.
Stop waffling, bro. Stop waffling, bro.
Chelsea fan now, Souls? Do you want to watch Esteban, bro?
No. I generally just like these clubs like Palmeiras, Botafogo, like these big clubs all around South America and stuff like that. People think they're small clubs because like we're so used to European football. You know, these clubs are massive.
We know that Palmeiras. We know that the.
Okay, so you are saying this, but when I guess up Gastra, you guys act like I'm guessing like this local club from you know what I'm saying? This broke-ass local club. So you
Hayes Town.
You are such a fraud.
Guys, we need
Listen,
to do one thing. I saw this on.
We are literally buying Osimhen, and you guess up Palmeiras.
No, it's true. No. Listen. I agree. There's two people in the stream. Oh, hold on. Actually, I'm landing. There's two people in the stream. That's
especially Ashraf, the fraud.
Yeah. Ashraf's a fraud. But there's obviously
I'm not a
Sad.
fraud.
Obviously, Sad supports Arsenal and Arsenal only. Sammy, I don't even know who he supports at this point.
You know why, Souls? Because FC Marrakesh is ass. Nobody watches Moroccan football, bro.
So first,
hold on. Wydad Casablanca. Wydad Casablanca. Very good team.
First of all,
you watched them in the club.
Hold on.
Did you watch them, TK?
Did you say we did?
First of all, it's called Koora. Secondly, first of all, it's called Koora.
It's not called Koora. No, it's not. You literally got it wrong,
bro. That sounds like a biscuit.
Secondly,
TK.
Koora is my team. Koora is my team. Koora is my team, bro.
That's not how you say it. That's not how you say it.
Listen.
How do you say it then? How do you say it then? No, hold on, because this fucking motherfucker, I swear, he's gonna start fucking.
Souls, you took an L. It is how you say it.
How do you say it then? How do you say it?
It is how you say
How
it.
much you bet that's not how you say it? Because I'll play it right now on YouTube.
How do you say it, Mr. Moroccan Spanish person? Tell me. How do you say it?
It's Koora.
Exactly.
What do you say? Cab.
Thank you, TK.
Oh wow. Well, sorry. Koora. Sorry. Yeah, let me say Koora then. What the hell is this, bro? It's Koora, ya akhi, Malk.
And this just proves that Ashraf is not watching Club World Cup. He's a fraud. He doesn't respect other clubs. Big up Palmeiras.
You know why, Souls? You know why, Souls? Because Barcelona is not there.
Exactly. He supports Barcelona. He's an undercover Barca fan. Go suck yourself in your dusty hairline, you flipping your mouth fan.
Bro,
but we completely moved away
with your blue pillows.
No, bro, we completely moved. By the way,
I would have cooked all of you guys.
By the way, we completely moved away from Ash's point because Ash making a good point. Like, I'm sick and tired of these guys. That guy is one of the biggest one of the biggest frauds for for that shit, yeah, that he does, which is peddle out the freaking tactical genius and tactical insight on every single player. I was gonna ask Ash a question and the whole panel. Isn't it weird that the players that Arsenal are signing, all of a sudden he was watching them for 5 years, and he was always watching these players for so long, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, wow, Arsenal are signing that player, and I was watching this player. How
Bro.
did that happen?
Bro, I'm telling you, this guy is a bot. If you the chat knows this probably. If you know the game Oblivion, you know how broken those bots are, the NPCs that you talk to. You know what I'm saying? You say one thing and then 2 seconds later they forget. Eduardo Hagen, Pagan, is literally an Oblivion NPC. Everything that he sees, he reacts to, and the next day he forgets about what he said yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's literally that one of those situations, bro.
Allah,
You know what they feed into? They feed into those fans that tune into rival channels that guess our team and say things about how amazing our team is and how amazing Arteta are. You know what I'm saying? These Arsenal fans tune into those rival fans that gas us up, and then they say, "Oh, you're such an objective person. I love how objective you can be, even though you are a Manchester United fan." You know what I'm saying? Eduardo Hagen is literally feeding into those kinds of people, bro.
I don't know who that is,
that?
but
Sammy,
What's up?
whiskers
What
in a
up?
hat. Whiskers in a hat.
That's not even
Why-
fun,
why-
bro. Wallah, it's
so
not
why
even fun.
are you trying to? So he's trying to go for Sammy. Do you know why he's doing this? Because Sammy destroyed him earlier in the stream. That's the only reason why he's doing this. he was like, I'm gonna get my get back later on in the stream. Don't worry, Sammy. I'm gonna get my get back.
Okay,
I knew
but
he was gonna
guys,
do something like this. Or like,
but guys,
let me
guys,
not
Ashraf-
even
but
bring
guys,
people that look like souls, bro. I'll
But
bring
guys,
out some-
guys, Ashraf's wearing a V-neck T-shirt and he's got blue pillows.
Allah, you wearing a V-neck? Let me see.
Oh,
it's
it's just
Oh.
oversized on you.
Relax. Why are you getting gassed? Why are you getting gassed like as if he was wearing a
Bro,
V-neck?
I'm surprised you
You would have
didn't
got
mention,
cooked if you
hey,
were a V-neck.
I'm surprised you didn't mention his closet yet, Souls. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah, he's
surprised.
waiting,
Window,
he's
got-
waiting.
he's
But
got
you know,
windows
guys,
in
what
his
we need to
cupboard.
do, I saw this on Shocky Sport, SDS. We need
He's
to
got
do one
see-through
day
windows.
like the top 10 players of all time, or even of the last 20. I cannot say all time because Saad will only name like Premier League players, then he doesn't know anyone else outside the Premier League.
Let's do a
But
football quiz.
This guy
Let's
is
do a
such
football
a
quiz
piece
right now.
of
No, forget the
Let's do a
quiz,
football
forget the quiz.
right now.
Because
Ashraf,
honestly,
Ashraf, let's go.
Tap
sideways.
your head, bro.
Ashraf,
no,
Ashraf.
but
Yeah.
genuinely, guys,
TK,
guys, wallah, I'm not
stop,
lying, I'm not lying.
stop,
Wallah, we
hold
should
on,
do that. Wallah.
TK, you be the referee. TK, you be the referee. Me, Saad, Ashraf, and Sammy go one each with 1 second pause time on Moroccan football players, and we'll see who wins.
Brother,
Let's
we're not
do it.
doing
No,
this.
Exactly.
no,
Just
stop,
shut
stop,
up then.
wait,
Just shut up then.
wait. We can play that game. You can be the judge, but you have to pick the topic because this guy, I know his trick. He
What's the
Googles
trick?
it in advance, he keeps it ready, and then he makes it seem like, hey, I'll prepare you.
No wonder he's
So
a
you-
liar.
I guarantee you,
Behind
if
him.
you share, if
We
you
all
share
remember the
screen,
France national
if he
team.
shares,
fought him with
if he
France
shares
last time.
screen, if
Bro,
he shares screen
what
right
did- what
now,
did he
I
do last
guarantee
time?
he has a
What
tab
did he do
open.
last time? He did.
Bro, he
Yeah,
does.
exactly.
No.
So,
He was
see,
doing.
Zuma,
He
Kurt
was doing.
Zuma,
This is what he was doing. He was doing.
Olise, Giroud.
Bro, he said it like. Bro, he said it like
What's
10
up?
minutes before. 10 minutes before, he was like, yo, guys,
Bro.
nobody listened to him, bro. He said, yo, let's do French players.
French, and he said it, by the way, wallahi, on my life, he said it like I watched the video again. He said it like 3 or 4 times. He was hoping we go back to it because he had it Googled and ready. He kept going back. Look at him now. He's doing research. He's thinking,
Bro.
what will he ask me?
Okay,
Maybe
okay,
he-
let's start Moroccan players now. Let's go.
Look,
Bro,
he's
we're
Googled
not doing
it.
Moroccan
Wallahi,
players.
he's Googled it.
Look at him.
He
He said
has
it's
his phone
right.
ready. His
Why
phone
we're
is
not
ready.
doing Moroccan players?
Gee.
Why
Why
you
we're
say
not
wallah?
doing
T,
Okay,
T.
okay.
what's
I'll
it?
name a very easy one. You guys should know this, yeah?
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
topic?
I
Okay,
forgot how
hands
old
up,
you are,
hands
Sos,
up.
but maybe you don't know.
But so T, wait. Before you start, tell us the rules so that we know what the rules
Okay,
are.
the
and we can
rule.
start
Okay,
immediately.
can we? Do you want one team or do you want a specific competition that happened at a certain time?
Up to you. You pick. It's your.
Because
you're
I
the
was
judge.
thinking about doing the 2010 World Cup when Spain won it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Maybe
fine.
you could name like the Spanish team, or you could
Yeah,
name
okay,
another
fine.
team. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Let me
Let's go.
pull up the Spanish team. So you know what I'm saying?
But he's googling it now. Souls, put your hands up. Souls, put your hands up.
Oh, I would have already googled it by then. I already had 10 seconds.
your-
What do you mean?
put your hands up.
Go on, my hands are up.
Yeah, hands are up.
No,
Guys,
but
Sami,
hands
hands
up,
up.
fine, but
Sad.
TK,
Sad is also fraud. Sad, hands up. Yeah, yeah.
TK.
Sami
No,
hands up.
okay.
I don't trust
TK.
Sad.
Okay,
No,
listen.
but TK, change the topic now because I would have googled it already. Wallah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't wanna lie.
Yeah, so
Okay.
change it. Give another team. Give
Hold
another
on,
team.
Okay,
hold on.
wait,
No,
wait.
Before you announce it from the
I already
moment
have
you
it.
announce it, everyone's
already
hands
have
gotta
it.
go up.
I already
Everyone's
have
hands
it.
gotta go up,
Everyone's hands are up.
including
Yeah, yeah.
Ashraf.
Okay.
Including Ashraf.
Oh, wait. Put your phone away. Don't put the AI on. Don't put the voice thing on so that T's
AI?
question is heard.
No, wallah,
Yeah,
now
go.
he's going too far.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen,
come on, bro.
listen.
I don't even know how to
Yeah,
use it.
haha.
It
Hands are up.
it only makes sense to do
Yellow
the.
Souls.
Okay, listen. It only makes sense if you do the rivals of Spain in the final, which is the Netherlands team.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
That's I know, but come on, that's rubbish.
Go ahead.
No,
Start.
no.
Souls, start.
Yeah, okay.
No, do
Souls,
you know
you
why?
get first
Because no, Ashraf knows them.
You get first pick. Go ahead, Souls. Quickly.
Souls, you get first pick. Yalla, fast.
No, you get no. Let Saad go first.
Okay, yalla. My hands are up, guys. Huh?
What is this
Wait,
from?
Saad
What is this
hang
from
up.
the
No,
2010?
Saad, no.
listen.
Saad wasn't up. Saad,
No, he didn't type. He didn't type. Wallah, wallah, he didn't type. He didn't type.
Listen,
He
listen.
didn't type. He didn't
Wallah.
type. Wallah, he didn't type.
2010
Souls,
World
stop
Cup
looking down.
final, Dutch team.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
2000 and what?
10.
I'm finished already.
Go ahead. Souls, start. Yalla, we'll give you the easy one. Start.
No. You start, Ash.
You guys want me to start? I can start.
Let me start.
I can start
I'm
if you
gonna
want.
go.
Yalla,
Okay,
yalla,
Saad,
Saad,
Saad.
Saad. Yalla, Saad.
Iron Robin.
Correct.
Sami.
Schneider.
Correct.
Souls.
No, you go, Ash.
It's like this and come on to
Okay,
school,
fine.
bro.
Dirk Cow.
Correct.
Van Bronckhorst.
Correct.
He's out.
Yeah, Saad is out. Sami next. Sami, go ahead. Saad is out.
Bro,
Van Bommel.
Correct.
I was gonna say Van
Basten.
No.
What?
Bro, what
Are you on drugs?
Okay. It's me and Sami. It's me and Sami. Guys in the comments, don't
Hey, hands up.
Okay,
Hands up.
hands up. Okay, Ashraf, go.
Stekelenburg.
Correct.
Van der Vaart.
Oh, good one.
Correct.
Good one.
I didn't even know he played. Okay, Heitinga.
Wait, he took
correct.
a long time.
Yeah,
there.
correct.
He took a long time there, by the way.
No, Wallah.
The goalkeeper was Sticklenburg.
I said it
Ashraf
already.
named him. Ashraf already
No,
named
but
him.
Ashraf, say Wallah you didn't Google. Ashraf, say Wallah you didn't Google. Ashraf, say Wallah you
Okay.
didn't Google.
By the way,
hold
By
on.
the way, guys. By the way,
Hey.
this is for the chat. This is not for you guys. These guys are the fakest Moroccans. Yeah, all these four guys are the fakest Moroccans you ever see in your life.
Yeah.
Not only listen.
Yeah.
Not only did they forget about Afellite, they forgot about Boularouz, bro. These guys are frauds.
I was coming to it. No,
Bro.
Wait. I have 3 or 4 names. I intentionally saved them for later so that people don't get it. By the way, I was going to say Nigel de Jong, but Ali said it. Not Ali, True Blue Clay. So I'm like, that's
Guys,
not fair. That people
can
think
we-
I copied.
can we-
from
Yeah,
him.
that
we
was
just-
correct, by the way. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
for a second, can we just have a moment of silence and just to recuperate and
Van
just to
Basten.
understand that he said Marco Van Basten?
Boston.
For like, brother, you're talking 20 years before, broski. What the fuck is that, bro?
I'm surprised I even passed the first round.
Bro,
Bro, what is that,
bro, you know what's funny, Souls? Van Basten played with Gullit and Rijkaard and them, man.
Why he's
Yeah,
talking?
but
Bro,
TK,
he's talking
but
about
TK.
decades before.
No,
bro.
but
What the
TK,
hell?
for the
What's
last
up?
TK, for
Or a
the last
decade
50 minutes, TK, do another one, but this time do like a more generic one, bro. Don't pick a specific.
Dude,
team.
no, I have a better idea. Do a more recent one, T, because
Yeah.
Souls will
I
know.
will. Don't worry. I'll do
I'll
the.
only let TK or Ashraf pick, because I know Ashraf's not.
Wait,
gonna
hold
pick.
on. Put your hand up. Put your hand up.
Okay,
All of
put
you.
your hands
Put
up.
your
Do
hand
I
up.
really need
I've
to?
got one. No, I've got one.
No, I've got one.
Pete,
I've got one. Trust
No,
me, I've got
let's
one.
start. Okay, go on.
It
Go
is
on.
Go ahead.
easy enough for all of you to know. Okay, and if you don't, you're frauds. It's that simple.
What? Wait, hold on. Why is Sammy looking down? I'm just
Okay.
He's Sammy looking down.
Yalla,
Okay.
ya akhi. Go ahead, T.
When did Argentina win the World Cup? 2022 in Qatar. Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
we're gonna name that team, the whole
What,
squad.
like,
You
what,
can name.
what, of what? Both final teams.
No.
Argentina.
Only the Argentina team.
Oh, come on. Ashraf
Go ahead.
Messi fan.
Who should start?
Bro,
Who should
it's
start?
easy.
I'll
It's
start.
easy. It just happened.
Yalla, Sami,
start.
you
Oh,
start.
no, I'll start.
Yalla,
I'll start this time.
Messi.
No, because last time Saad started. Okay, he said Messi. Go ahead, Sol.
Why?
He said, I'll
Yalla,
start this
Souls.
time because
He
he wants
said
to name
Messi.
Messi.
Yalla,
Yalla,
go,
Souls.
quick.
Okay,
quick.
Alvarez.
Correct.
Me, Martinez, Emiliano, the goalkeeper.
Correct.
Di Maria.
Correct.
Lautaro Martinez.
Correct.
Acuna.
Yeah,
Yes, he was there. He fought with Dumfries.
correct. Yeah.
Carry on.
Otamendi.
Correct.
McAllister.
Oh, good one.
Correct.
Sammy.
Romero.
Correct.
Rojo.
No.
I knew I was that. I knew I was
Get
that. I knew I was
Rojo
that.
is
Okay,
Uruguay.
go. Ashraf, go. You have more time to think. Go.
Molina.
Molina. Correct.
He's out. Sammy,
Okay,
go.
Sammy, go.
Bro, I'm so bad.
Oh shit.
He's out as well.
No.
Wow.
Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez.
Correct.
Oh, good one.
But he took too long though. Rodrigo De Paul.
No. Ashraf, you're too good. Just go. You're too good. Go.
I already said Rodrigo De Paul. I already said.
Correct.
Keep on going.
Shit, man. I can't.
That's
name
it,
any-
guys. Come on.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't name it.
Okay.
Alright,
Guys,
now,
listen. Can
now
I
you
say
have
one
to keep on
thing?
going.
There are so many obvious ones like Dybala, Lisandro Martinez. Like,
Oh,
guys, what are we doing here, bro?
Montiel as well.
We named Messi first. Guys.
Oh, Montiel scored the freaking winning pen, bro.
Montiel
Yeah,
scored
bro.
the winning. Yeah, the winner.
Okay.
I can't believe. I can't
Oh,
believe.
God.
Hey,
now
okay,
now
you
now
cannot
the
say
sad
you
one.
cannot say this was hard because this is literally
No. It wasn't
was
hard.
easy.
come on,
It was
it's
super
very
easy.
easy, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
this is what we're saying. Sousa's dropped two stinkers. He dropped Malcolm Van Basten.
What do you mean?
He
Me and
said
you went out- me and you
Rojo,
went out on
and
the
then he
same
said
round.
Rojo.
Wait. Me and you went out in the same round, you idiot. After
Yeah,
I went out, you
you're
went out
saying-
the exact
You're
same
saying
round.
players that played like years before.
Brother,
Yeah. Souls. I won't lie. I won't lie. You're
no,
so
hold on,
howler.
TK, when you said Argentina,
Yeah.
Saad was the first one to jump up and go, "Oh, that's easy," and he went out in the same round as me.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is true.
he was
Nah,
bad
you're
as
also
a
fraud.
But the
You're
thing
also
is,
fraud.
I collapse under pressure with these situations, bro. It's bad.
Anyway, go, Saad. What was
Wait.
your one? Go on.
Sad had a good one. Yeah, Sad had a good
My
one. That's
my
not
one,
bad.
hands
Even
up,
though,
hands
he's
up,
had time to think
hands
about.
up.
Okay,
Hands up.
should I be
I'm-
the referee again?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're the referee.
What
but
is it?
just
What
this
is it?
one.
What is it?
The Moroccan national team from the World Cup, mate, that reached the semi-finals.
Which
Yeah,
which
2022,
year?
2022,
Yeah.
2022,
2022,
2022.
2022. Put your hands up, souls, man.
Bro, my
This
hands
guy,
are
bro.
up. Anyway, I know this team.
I don't trust you, bro.
Okay, you know this team?
Guy, bro,
Are
just-
you confident?
Yes, go. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
I have
start.
it. I have it here,
Souls.
Let's
and we're gonna start.
I'll
Okay, no.
I'll start.
Souls, start. Go.
Yufal.
Correct.
Ziyech.
Correct. And by the way, guys, give me a break. I don't know Moroccan names like that.
Bro,
If you-
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I cannot
Ashraf,
type.
Ashraf, Ashraf Hakimi.
Correct.
Bono.
Correct.
Theory.
Correct.
Naif
Bozo.
Agard.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Amallah, who I freaking hated in that freaking
Yes.
team.
He took
Yeah,
a long
yeah.
time there, by the way, TK. He took a long time, by the
Yeah,
way.
I still
yeah.
said
Go
the
ahead,
name.
Go ahead, Sam.
Sammy, go. Sammy, go.
Yusuf Naseri.
No, I said
That's
Nasiri.
already been
He's
said.
done
It's
that.
already
He's
been
said
said.
Naseri. It's
Okay,
already
go.
gone. It's
Souls,
already
go.
gone.
Souls, go.
Abdullah.
Abdullah who?
Abdullah.
No,
Yeah.
Abdullah who? No, stop. Abdullah who?
No, he knows which Abdullah.
Shut up.
He knows which Abdullah.
Wallahi, I don't see an Abdullah here. I
There's no
only-
Abdullah. There's no Abdullah.
Okay,
Yalla.
okay. Wallahi, I only see last names. Wallahi, I only see last names.
There's no Abdullah.
My
Yalla, go.
turn. My turn next. My turn next. Women's size. Our captain.
Correct.
Unahi.
Correct.
That's a good one.
Oh no, hey, yeah.
Mrabit.
That's a good one.
Correct. The bozo.
Saibari.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is that? Was it? I
Yeah,
don't know.
Sabiri,
S-A-I.
Sabiri.
F-A-
Okay,
Yeah.
Ashraf's out. He's had better long to think.
I'm
That's it.
waiting for him. Wallah, waiting
Okay,
for him.
go.
Yalla,
Zakaria,
yalla,
Go.
Sabiri,
Go, Ashraf, go.
Sabari,
Ashraf.
Zakaria Bukhari, the guy who scored against Belgium.
He said that. He said Bukhari. Saad said Bukhari.
No. He said
No, he didn't.
Bakkal.
No,
Early
he didn't. It's
Bukhari
Zakaria.
side, didn't
Zakaria Bukhari, the guy who scored against Belgium. Zakaria is his first name.
Yeah.
The
Al-Kabi.
guy who scored the second goal against
Okay,
Belgium.
go.
Al-Kabi.
Yeah.
Al-Kabi.
Ashraf,
Wait,
go.
check it. Al-Kabi was there? Check if Al-Kabi
No,
was
no,
there.
no,
Kabi was there.
No, speak. Ashraf, speak. We'll check it later. Speak.
No. El Kabi is
Okay,
not
okay.
there.
He's out. Ashraf's out. Wallah, Ashraf's out. Ashraf's out.
Oh my God.
Ashraf's out.
He said
How is he
Al-Kabi
not
was
there? Al-Kabi was there.
He is there.
The
Okay,
head
no,
Kabi
we took
was there.
Nseri, we took Nseri, and we
Hold
took
on a minute.
Amallah,
No,
the
no,
guy,
no,
the
no.
disgusting striker who comes from Qatar.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
You didn't
Okay,
put Al-Kabi.
I'll name the team. It's Chedira, Abu Kal, Hamdallah,
Abu Khal.
That's the one. Zakaria Bukhari, that's the guy.
Bufal, Ezazuli, Zaruri, Nasiri,
What they took Zazuli?
Chair. One's name's Chair. You know what I'm saying? Ziyech, Jabrane, El Khunus, Amrabat, Unahi, Saibari, Amallah, Hakimi, Agert, Mazraoui, Benun, El Yamik, Dari,
Mhm.
Atiyat Allah. I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
that. My bad, guys.
Atiyatullah, yeah.
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 No,
Sais,
correct, Atiyatullah.
Sais,
Sais is my
Taknauti,
captain,
the keeper, Mohammedi,
Yeah.
and Bonu. That's it. That's the whole team.
Ah, fumbled in the bag,
Yeah.
bro.
Guys, I'm gonna pick a topic. You guys go ahead because clearly I'm too good.
I'm
Shut
not.
up, man.
No, bro. I'm chilling, bro.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
a
yeah.
headache, so I'm chilling.
Okay, خلاص,
Let me chill and I'll pick a topic. Actually, wait. T said he was chilling.
You
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah,
Yeah.
You picked the topic
Pick
and
a
then
topic.
lost.
You know what it is, guys. I'm the only one that beat Ashraf once upon a time. So
But,
you need
but yeah,
to understand.
Yeah, but hold on, Souls. Why are you chatting mess, bro? You went out in the own competition about your own national team, and you're the guy. By the way,
So did
people,
you.
yeah, you
So did
you see this bullshit. At least I gave Ash a challenge, bro. I gave Ash a
did,
challenge.
you did.
You went out one time, bro. For your own country, bro. Have some shame and bear in mind, guys. What did Soul say before? What did Soul say before we started? Yeah, I'm good, man. I know this team.
Bro,
When I
you know
told
what's
stand
you
up,
know what's
I know
funny?
this team.
Guys,
You know what's funny? I 100% was thinking that Souls was gonna name an old Moroccan player like Alhamdawi or something. You know what I'm saying,
Bro, if he did, I would've gone
was
crazy. I
expecting
would've
that,
gone-
bro.
I would have gone
guys,
nuts, bro.
pick something that the other comments can be involved in as well. So let's pick something maybe more recent.
All right. Let's do Brazilian players. You have to name Brazilian players, yeah.
Why are we going
And
to
you only have one. You only have one. You only have 1 second to think about the player.
Okay, but
You have to-
Saad,
have to pick-
we need.
I'm
we need to
taking a
make,
back seat now.
Okay,
and
but
why-
we need
why?
to make rules. Are we doing
Hands
the
up,
rule
hands
that?
up, hands up. Sammy,
Okay,
hands up.
my hands are up. But are we doing the rule that you say the last letter, then you name the name of that last letter of the name that you named before? So I say, for example, Ziyech. You name someone with the letter H.
That's actually interesting. Yeah. So you have to name. You have to name the last letter of the player. You named the first letter of that player.
Yeah, that someone named before. So if I say, for example, Zé
What do
Roberto, you
mean?
name
Why
a
don't we
player
do-
with an O.
Why don't we just do Brazilian players? Why are we doing this whole letter thing?
Okay, fine. It's too complicated for his mind. So let's just do the Brazilian.
Bro, that's
players, yeah?
literally the easiest
No,
game
no,
ever.
but
It's not
bro,
easy, bro. We
no,
did
no,
it before.
but bro, T. Remember you're speaking to
Ashraf,
Whoa,
hands
question,
up.
question,
You know
question,
what I
question.
mean? It's a bit mad. It's a
Brazilian
bit
players
mad.
that are retired or currently
No,
playing?
no.
Any
past or
Brazilian,
present?
any Brazilian,
Okay,
any
I'll
Brazilian.
start. I'll start.
present,
Vinny.
future.
Okay. I'm gonna start. Vinicius Junior.
Rodrigo.
T.
TK.
Oh, am I playing? Okay.
I'm not doing this, bro.
I don't know. The Danilo.
Okay. Sammy.
Vermino.
Richarlison.
Maicon.
Rodrigo was named already. Yeah. Estevao.
Yeah, he was named.
Estevao.
Okay. Go on, Sammy.
Okay. You know what? I'm out. Go.
Ronaldo.
Paqueta.
Done. 1 second is over.
No, you took bare long for all your other ones. Shut the fuck up. Paqueta.
Fine, Danny Alves. Guys, but you only have 2 seconds, huh? Danny
Whoa,
Alves.
whoa, whoa! Are we naming players that are that quit as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking
President.
about new school
Ronaldinho.
players, bro. Okay, nah.
Okay,
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho. He
Ronaldinho.
said Ronaldinho. Anthony.
Hey, the goat.
Robinho.
I'll do this.
Julio Cesar.
Joe Linton.
Lucio.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Okay, fuck.
Joao
this up.
Pedro.
Gilberto, the black left back.
Neymar.
Hey, yo.
Edison. Kiefer.
Wagner Love.
Oh.
Matheus Cunha.
Some don't even know who that is, bro.
I said Cunha, no?
No.
No, you didn't. Come on,
Okay,
fast.
Savinho,
You don't even know what
Savinho.
you said yourself.
Savinho.
Bro, you're honestly taking too long, bro. Paulista.
Thiago Silva.
Igor Jesus.
Dida.
I know why you know him.
Cafu.
Martinelli.
He's
Kaká.
Bolivian.
Roberto
He's not
Carlos.
Bolivian.
Roberto
He's
Carlos.
not. Check it.
Bro, I'm joking.
But it's a
bro.
joke, you bum. This guy actually fell for it. He's like, he's not Bolivian, bro.
He's
He's
not Bolivian, bro.
Brazilian.
He's from
Okay,
Peru.
go. Bro, you're giving Sammy time. Who's turn?
No, I
Sammy?
told you, Roberto Carlos.
Oh, Ashraf said Roberto Carlos.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
You're out, Souls. Done.
Alexandro. No, I didn't hear him. Alexandro. Go.
Fred. You're taking too long, Souls. Fred.
I'm
Guys,
not.
don't interrupt. Fred. Let's play this game
Rivaldo.
seriously.
Augusto. Carlos Augusto.
Joe.
Fred.
I said Fred,
Someone
you're
said
out.
Fred.
There are two
Go
ahead,
Freds.
Oh,
man.
1v1.
Luis
Yalla.
Luis
Oh, okay.
Luis
Fair.
Enrique.
He's yeah, it's the other Fred. Correct. Okay.
What do you mean? Is he out or not? I said Enrique. So go, Ash. Now go.
Bebito.
Oh.
You're not gonna win against me. Shut up.
Julio Cesar.
David Neres.
By the way,
No,
Sami's
wait.
out,
You,
right?
you already said Julio Cesar. You already said
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yalla.
Julio Cesar said.
Okay. David Neres, go, Ash.
Romario.
Andre Santos.
Carlos Alberto.
Bento.
Roberto.
Already been said.
Right.
Yes!
Wait.
Wait. I didn't know
VAR check.
Roberto was said.
VAR check. I think
No, no,
I
no, Roberto.
gave Zeroberto as an example, but I don't think
Yes,
someone used it.
exactly.
No,
Okay, my bad. False alarm. False alarm.
As an option.
No, wait,
Yes,
guys,
let's
one sec.
Let's
Soul.
go.
Souls.
I won.
Listen.
Let's
Bro,
go.
I cannot believe you lost with
Bloody hell,
Brazilians, bro.
I didn't lose. Wait, guys.
Looking.
Stop.
True Blue said it. wasn't said.
Soul.
Okay, it was not said. I gave it as an
Zeroberto-
example.
Roberto was given as an example by T when he said, let's play the letter game. So if I
Yeah.
say Roberto, you pick the O, then you go with that.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
never
yeah.
said in the thing.
Okay.
So hold
Souls,
on, hold on.
Souls,
No, but
Souls.
Ash, let me
Now
clarify.
you had 1 minute to think about a player. Go.
No, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that. You can't do
No,
that.
bro, okay.
No. I'll tell
Fast.
you why you can't do that.
Go ahead, fast.
I'll tell you why you can't do
Yellow.
that. I'll tell you why. Listen to me. I can do it. I'm sure you can't do that because when he said Roberto and you lot were laughing, it gave me a lot of time to think. So it's not fair.
Okay, guys. Okay, fine. T, pick any other topic. Let me just go head and head with Souls. Only the two of us. We'll finish it quickly. Yalla, pick any other topic. And Souls, the moment he picks a topic, you don't have to. You start immediately.
Souls,
Yeah, I'll let you talk first.
Souls, this one is for you. If you don't know, you're a fraud. Okay.
What do you mean? No. Don't do one for me. Do one for both of us. No.
No.
Yeah, it's for both of us. Yeah.
No, this one is for Souls because the other one was Brazil. I am now doing the Portugal team that won the Euros.
Yalla, fast.
No, not only one team. No, do like
Yes.
Okay. No. Let's not even do it. Let's just
Portuguese
do
player.
players then. Let's
Why
just do
not?
Portuguese players.
I literally.
No. If he's so confident, if you're so confident, play against me, Portugal players, and I know a lot. Bruno Fernandes, go Ash.
Guys.
Bruno Fernandes.
One sec. Stop.
Bruno
Wallahi
Fernandes.
al-Azim, we can do Portugal place. It'll take a long time.
No, it won't. It won't.
Okay.
You'll lose.
I
You'll
agree.
lose.
know
I
what?
agree.
Okay,
That's
no.
true.
Let him play. He's hiding. Let him play.
No,
Bruno
it's
Fernandes.
true.
Whoa,
You'll go forever.
whoa.
You'll go forever.
By
bro.
the way, if you are specifically mentioning the European winners, Bruno Fernandes did not play in that
No,
specific
I mean
team, bro.
overall Portugal players. Go on, Ashraf, go.
No. T. Because we have viewers. We're not doing this personally in our own spare time.
Yeah,
Pick something that works so we
He's
can finish
so
quick.
scared to do. He's so
Bro,
scared.
don't
to
No,
do.
no, I'm not. You know
Bro,
this.
My
literally,
favorite- my
the
favorite
Europa
one.
League.
No. Do you know why, TK? Do you know why, TK? Look,
I'll help you. I'll help you out. 2016 doesn't work for him because that was long. Give something recent that he
it's not
remembers well.
2016. No. I said to you before, Portugal players. I've actually debated Portugal players against Argentina in the last few weeks. So I know a lot of Portugal players. He'll lose against me on that. That's why he doesn't want to do it.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
why are you scared?
Okay,
Why are you scared of doing
okay.
a tournament?
Okay,
Then?
Do
I
Portugal
got it.
players.
I got it. Okay, if you guys don't know this, if you guys say no, you're frauds. Okay. The Invincibles squad.
Oh, come
Yalla, okay.
on. No, come on. Why are you
TK.
doing this?
Bro, that's
That's
easy.
2004.
Wait, guys. I'm gonna be fair. Do something recent because he doesn't have good knowledge from 10
Okay,
years
no.
ago.
Actually,
Okay,
you know what?
okay,
Only
you know what?
No, stop. No, stop. I'm gonna lose this one, but let's just do it anyway. I'll name who I can.
No,
After-
I want challenge. No, I
got
want
it.
a challenge.
agrees,
I want a
if he
challenge.
agrees, I'll do Invincible squad if he agrees to do Portugal players. After.
No.
Anyway,
I
let's
want
go.
the challenge. I don't
Patrick
want
Vieira,
to do
Patrick
it.
Vieira,
Pick something
Patrick
else.
Vieira, Patrick Vieira.
Pick something
Patrick
else.
Vieira.
No, wait. I have a better one. Souls, I have a better one.
No, I want to do
one.
Invincibles now.
I
Why
said
do you guys
Patrick
keep doing
Vieira.
this?
Patrick Vieira.
Patrick Vieira, go Ashraf. Patrick Vieira.
Just
Yellow
go Ash.
T, whatever
Ash.
you pick, Souls can start first. Yellow
Okay,
T, go ahead.
Patrick
No,
Vieira. Go
Souls. I was trying to help you out by saying the 2020 FA Cup winning Arsenal
No,
team.
I don't want. I want to do Invincibles now.
fine, I'm
Patrick
okay with
Vieira.
I'm
Do
okay
your
with
hands
that.
up, Ash.
Just do the Invincibles, bro. That's it, Ash.
Okay,
Okay. Vieira, go. Ashraf,
Invincibles?
Just do it, please. Last
Yeah.
week was easy,
Henry,
last week was
Henry.
easy.
correct.
Henry,
Pires.
stop looking up.
Correct.
Ljungberg,
Correct.
Very Pala.
Correct.
Perez.
I said Pires.
It's been said.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Wallah, I didn't even pay attention. I heard
Wallah,
fucking
it's
Vera,
said.
Wallah, that's it.
Yeah?
Wallah,
I
heard
can't
fucking
lie.
Vera.
That's it.
Big up Ash, man.
That's it. Souls actually did it.
You
He actually did it,
pussy-o!
bro.
You pussy-o! You pussy-o!
Look what you done, Ash. Look what you
Alhamdulillah,
done.
my mind is not even. That's why I told you guys pick something else
Suck
because
on that,
bro.
mate.
my mind is gone because he said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
your
let's do
mind
Invincibles." Wallah, I wasn't even listening.
And this goes out. And this goes out to all the viewers out there. Never doubt yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Hey,
Hey,
Crunk said Crunk was like losing against Souls. It's wild, bro. It's not.
Guys, Uqsam billah. Wallah, guys, I don't remember him saying players. I was just literally naming players because how's my mind went out. I can actually right now name more players than him in the Invincibles.
Okay, fine,
I can
but
say
you
Loren,
Okay,
Edu,
okay,
Kolo
let's do it
Toure,
again.
Martin Keon,
No,
Ashley
it's
Cole.
not. It's over.
Okay,
it's
so
the 2-hour mark. Yalla.
Gilberto
This was the
Silva.
final.
I
listen.
can name
Good
all
way
these
to finish
guys,
this.
and he won't be able to name them. But wallah, my
Listen.
mood is off. Khalas.
Big up,
I'm
big
gonna
up to
do
everybody.
Ashraf's
Listen,
favorite thing. Ashraf's favorite thing.
I slapped him. I slapped him.
nah, but
slapped him.
you got to put your whole body into it. You got to slap him out. You got, mate.
You know what?
Yeah,
you
and
know
your
what?
hand
I
needs
love
to
it,
stop
bro.
here and at
Yeah,
the
it
camera,
has
you
to
know what I'm
stop
saying?
there, bro. It has to stop there, bro.
And you know what?
Guys,
I'm gonna do
I've slapped him in every other tournament. Look how he celebrates when he wins one. He's scared of going again because he knows I'll destroy him. But anyways, we'll let him have the lick. It's fine.
Anyway,
you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Ashraf's actually hurt because he lost to me.
It's okay, man. It's fine.
Wallah Adim, I'm not. Uqsam billah, I'm not. Wallah. I'm hurt because you were being stubborn with the Portugal thing. Yes. Not hurt, upset. Because he chose Portugal and you tried to be a crybaby about it. But outside that, I don't care. Wallah.
Yeah,
Guys,
wallahi,
listen.
I chose Portugal for you because you are
For
the
him.
biggest.
It was
You are the
literally for
biggest
him.
Ronaldo glazer I know.
Yeah, I know,
اقسم
but
بالله
TK,
I
you
need
don't wanna
to
do Portugal.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله بغيتوني بدات الغوت وبدات
What
صافي.
did you say Kowat?
No, I said, do you want me to start shouting? Basically, is
bro,
what I said.
I thought you said
Um,
something else. Bro.
So yeah, listen, I do have to go, so apologies everybody. But listen, this has been an amazing stream. I like the little quiz thing. We're gonna do that a bit more because, do you know what I mean? These guys have to go, man. It's getting this is you let them enjoy their evening. I want to thank everybody who's come through. I want to thank all the super chats. Big up to Aaron, big up to Capo, big up to Tryan for the super chats. Absolute legends. Big up to everybody who has put in comments in the comment section as well. Absolute legends. Thank you very much for joining us for another episode of the Koora Pod. We'll be back on Monday. Unless we get Here We Goes, then I'll just be here for the Here We Go videos in it, the pre-records. But anyway, big up everybody. Smash the like button. Love for the love. Peace.
Cheers.